check time tonight for the University of Toledo club football team. They take on the number 2 team in club football, the Michigan State Spartans. Dean Jackson along with Scoop Miller as we bring you what will be a grudge match. There's a lot of bad blood that's been brewing between these two teams, and University of Toledo has a lot on the line. They win out. They have a chance to make the playoffs. They lose tonight. It could be a very long season.
Well, just when you thought it couldn't get any more difficult than starting the season with number 1 ranked Ohio State, now you have to welcome in Sparty here from East Lansing. Michigan State comes in a perfect 2-0, ranked number 2 in the nation. And you're right, this series has a little history. Just the 3rd game of the series, 3 seasons ago, Toledo had their first home opener in club football history. They did it in style, defeating Michigan State here at the Glass Bowl 36-6. But the Sparties quickly returned the favor 2 seasons ago in East Lansing as Michigan State shut out the Rockets 29-0. And now after not playing last year, they've had a couple years to think about it. So this is a big game for both teams, no question about it.
Well, we know it's going to be a good old-fashioned football game because that's on the game plan. Michigan State typically plays very physical. They're very tough in the trenches. We're going to flip-flop sides. University of Toledo initially got set up on the north side of the field. Now they will go, I guess that's to the south. Michigan State will kick it away. Scoop, this Michigan State team has a very efficient offense. They've got a very prolific passing game. They've got a powerful running back. And then there's the defense, and we will see that soon enough.
Well, remember, this Michigan State team made it to the Final Four last year. That was played actually here at the Glass Bowl, where Michigan State came up short to eventual national champ Central Georgia Tech. But they battled Central Georgia Tech throughout the first 3 quarters of that game. So this is a Spartan team that certainly has all the pieces together to make another deep tournament run.
The kickoff to come from Logan Leo. He is a product of Commerce, Michigan, Walled Lake High School, kicking in his first collegiate club football game ever, a soccer-style kicker. He's going to come at it pretty much straight on. You see him doing up the measures there. But we are getting ready to get going. A lot to prove for the University of Toledo after their 42-0 loss last week to Ohio State. The flag will come out. And Scoop, it's a game where Coach Jamie Young said we just didn't do a lot of things right, and a lot of that is because it's the first game of the season.
Well, it was. You can see that team progress, but when you're playing the number 1 team in the nation, you just don't have that kind of margin of error. They allowed that disastrous kickoff return that went to the house. They quickly found themselves behind a touchdown 15 seconds in. Then the offense had a problem there for the first quarter and a half before they started moving the football. But by then it was too late. Ohio State was able to get out of the Glass Bowl with an impressive win against Toledo, who was ranked number 5 in the nation last week. Now the Rockets are dropped down to number 9.
First and 10, ball marked at the 39-yard line, right through the hole, getting to about the 42. Nice pickup there by Devin Ruffin. Ruffin bullying his way through. Ruffin looked a lot bigger than what he actually is there. He looked like a brute going down there.
Well, there's that physicality we're going to see from Michigan State down in trenches. And Ruffin last week against Ohio State had 5 rushes for 16 yards. Look for him to maybe get the ball 8, 9, 10 times here tonight.
Fights coming in motion, gets set in the shotgun. Fights fingertip grab and almost immediately hammered. He gets trucked over there, but the stop made by Lionel Martinez. Well, actually out there defending the pass, I should say. So it's going to be 3rd down at about 13.
Martinez, one of many athletes in the secondary for Michigan State. The sophomore comes in at 6'6", 190 pounds, and he's got great closing speed. We saw right there. And right now, the Sparties able to get a 3-and-out here could really establish some field position early in this contest.
1 receiver to the near side, 2 on the far side. Bonner back to pass, and the flag comes.
Flag on the field.
Be a false start here coming up against the Rockets, so this is not ideally how you want to start your initial drive. You had the benefit of that kick going out of bounds. We're able to get good starting position at their own 38-yard line, but now looking at 3rd down and 12, so the Rockets off schedule. Certainly Michigan State expects them to go upstairs, be one-dimensional right here.
Fights to the far side, hollow ball over there as well. Favors on the near side, little juke and jive, quick firing. Overthrows the receiver, but Michigan State comes up with it. Joshua Broden down the sideline. He will finally be forced out of bounds near the 10. And Michigan State has all kinds of momentum.
What a play by the 5th-year senior Joshua Broden. Watch it right here. This time, plenty of time to throw, but this one just sails on Mater. By the time Broden is able to track it down, he takes it all the way inside the red zone, as Michigan State now will have a golden opportunity, as they'll have a 1st down and 10 at the Rocket 12-yard line.
A good placement. That's about the only thing for the University of Toledo. Receiver to the far side and the near side. And keep your eyes on Jack Donovan, wearing number 16. 6'2" senior. Low snap. He's in trouble. Coming to the right side, running. He tucks it. Turns across the 15. He will go out. Very little gain. They're going to put him down at the 11. The clock keeps running. So it's 2nd down and 9. Take a look at that play again, but from the start, just doomed.
Yeah, once you have that low snap, that throws the timing off. So that time, Donovan just tries to tuck it away, tries to get to the edge, but good closing speed, great tackle by Daniel Clater from Start High School. That's a good hold there in 1st down. 2nd and 9 coming up here for Michigan State.
13-11 to play, 1st quarter. Little bit of a breeze whipping across the field. It's about 20 miles per hour. Could get up to 28 tonight, so have a little bit of impact on the game. The give met in the backfield. How about that for a stop? Trying to get things started for Elijah Taylor, and he's going nowhere.
Watch Debo Herndon come in right here with the solo tackle, a tackle for loss. So great penetration that time from the sophomore out of Jacksonville. As a middle linebacker that time was on a nice stunt move there. Was able to get that tackle for loss. So we're going to call it 3rd and 11 coming up here for Michigan State.
Michigan State sputtering, and Herndon, a highly touted rookie for this team. Coach Jamie Young says he's got big things ahead of him, and he left it open-ended. Donovan has time, lost it into the corner, incomplete, falls short in there to defend it for the Rockets.
Defended by the Rocket defense, brings up 4th down for a score.
Great job by the secondary that time of Toledo. That time they had 3 guys back there in the area. And I think Michigan State, fortunate that ball was not picked off. So Michigan State does have a solid kicking game. We'll see if the Sparties allow to go for the 3 points here on their initial drive.
Keep the offense on the field.
Looks like Michigan State will indeed try to go for it here.
Let's hear it for that Rocket defense.
Kind of rolling the dice right here, trying to set the tone for the rest of the night.
They have to get to the 2-yard line for the 1st down. Man in motion to the near side. Donovan, little screen pass in the backfield. That is not setting up well. And down will go Taylor past the 20-yard line.
Great job there covering the screen. Watch it once again. You're going to see Walker Luncey coming up and also Brody Sakovitz. Boy, they read that like a book, just no place to go. And there you see the tackle for a loss as Elijah Taylor has no real estate.
All right, Scoop, I was looking away. What was the call?
Offsetting penalties.
Well, we had offsetting penalties, illegal substitutions.
Turnover on down.
Actually, there were 2 penalties against Michigan State, so one is accepted. It'll be a 10-yard walk-off. So Toledo will start out on their own 22. Defense comes up huge there.
Ruffin going nowhere.
Well, that's that presence that Michigan State brings to that defensive front. You know, they've got such great size. They got great foot speed in there. And again, this is the team that this is kind of the gold standard as far as club football. Michigan State, throughout the years, all time, 40 wins against just 23 losses. And this is their 9th season of club football.
Michigan might be the team to beat. Complete out the bites. He's pushed out near the 22. Michigan State might be the team to beat. It might be the one that everybody looks to, other than one thing. They play in the same conference as Ohio State.
Yeah, they're just they're in the West bracket. Of course, Ohio State, Toledo in the East bracket. But the winner of those 2 divisions goes to the national playoffs, goes to that Final Four. So that's why you really want to put yourself in position to be playing for a piece of the pie to get you in a national title picture.
3rd and 10. Both these teams have been sputtering tonight. Motter back to pass, 3-step drop, looking down the sideline. Fetz has it, but he's well out of bounds.
Great coverage that time from Michigan State. You watch Drew Roberts, who was a second-team All-American last year in the secondary. This time, Motter goes for that home run ball down the sideline on a seam route. But again, just no room left. They run out of bounds. And once again, Michigan State gets a stop here.
A defensive struggle.
Now Toledo will punt the football away from their own 22-yard line.
A low kick does not go very far, but takes a big Toledo bounce and will roll dead near the 47. It did not look like it was going to do very well, and it went further than I thought it was going to be, but by all accounts, not a fantastic kick.
Well, credit to Chezik, though, is able to net some positive yards on that fact that Michigan State was not able to return it, so that's going to end up netting 30 yards there for Toledo. Not the kick they wanted, but it does at least get them out of the shadows of their own goal line. Now Michigan State with excellent field position once again.
Twins on each side. Whistle just as it snapped. Flags coming from every direction.
That penalty goes against the Spartans. 5-yard penalty. Back him up.
So needless to say, but we'll still say it, both these offenses continue to sputter. It'll go back to about the 43. 2nd down and 15 for Michigan State. 2-by-2 on the side. One setback is Taylor. Low snap for Donovan. It's on the deck. Donovan looks like he got it back, but that's the 2nd time in 2 possessions.
Yeah, just really out of character here for Michigan State. You'll watch it once again. Replay. Look where the snap ends up. Right at the ankles, and that time Donovan awfully fortunate to retrieve that football. But all he could do was just try to grab it and snake it up. But right now, 3rd down and 19 to go.
A loss of 4 on that fumble. Conversation continues on the sideline.
Michigan State comes in, Dean, averaging 19 points a game, so when your offense really hasn't gelled yet, you have to really avoid those negative plays and penalties. But right now, Michigan State has had a couple penalties already here tonight, and have also had a couple of bad snaps.
That one wasn't fantastic either. Down the sideline, battling for it. Incomplete, trying to find Cullen Norder. It was broken up by Evan Leach. Evan Leach making his first appearance of the season.
Great pass breakup by the sophomore Evan Leach. Watch again right here. He times this perfect, goes up, just kind of swats it away. And once again, the Rocket defense comes up big as this drive ends up going about 9 yards the wrong way. So good hold here by Toledo. Michigan State going to be forced to punt the football away.
4th and 19. First down. They have to get to the opposite 42. The ball is at the 39 right now. And Scoop, before the game, we were talking with head coach John Beach for Michigan State, and he talked about, and they are going for it.
Now, Riverboat gambler right here, Coach Beach, going to roll the dice from his own 39-yard line. I think that's going to be a false start. I'm sure each team's going to claim the other made them jump.
Herndon was in the backfield before the whistle, but so Scoop, as we were saying, Coach Beach was talking about they left too many points on the field. They were in the red zone a lot.
That will go against Toledo. That time they're going to get encroachment on the defense. So still going to be 4th and long. Or make that 3rd and long. Correction, 3rd and long.
How'd we come up with 4th down? I'll take the blame.
Well, I'm not going to throw you under the bus, Dean.
I'll just take it anyways.
I'm sure it had to do with the penalty, obviously, but Michigan State here still needs to convert. Toledo trying to establish some field position.
Through the pocket, incomplete, overshoots his intended receiver, Lionel Martinez.
Yeah, great job by Leo Stumfel that time, the cornerback. That's something that Michigan State really loves to do. That's kind of their bread and butter. They go with those deep slants a lot of times, trying to get those one-on-one looks across the middle. At that time, Stumfel really played that well. And now, Dean, I think we will see the punt team being 4th down and 14.
That's why they didn't go for it.
Number 1, Diaz needs to receive for your Rockets.
Well, they had them set up perfectly for the pooch punt, but it just didn't happen.
Day Greer will kick it away from Harper Woods, Michigan, a sophomore. Merced Diaz fields it about the 17, angles to the left side. Going to be wrapped up, brought down near the 21 on the sideline.
At the 22-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Rockets.
So every possession thus far has resulted in a turnover on down. Well, other than the interception.
Yeah, right now both defenses have come to play, no question about it. Certainly this is a Toledo defense that looks very inspired tonight. Boy, they've had a couple short fields where they've had to deal with. You know, Michigan State's first drive started at the Rocket 12-yard line. That started near midfield at the 48. Now Toledo looking at a long field at their own 22.
Motter has to pick it up, angling around to the backfield. Wasn't exactly the type of running you want to see, and now he goes down at the 8. Remember, the ball was at the 22, so that is a loss of, what, 14 yards?
Yeah, loss of 14. Boy, that's a dagger, you know, trying to sustain a drive. But once again, the snap was low. Throws off the timing, and before Motter can get rid of the football, you see the heavy pursuit there from Michigan State. I believe that was Ahmad Kareem, who was a 2-time All-American on the defensive side of the ball for Michigan State, making that tackle for loss.
Not only that, Defensive Player of the Year last year. And Motter clearly was trying to get it away, but was running out of options. 2 receivers on each side. 2nd down and 23. In the shadow of the goal mouth. Steps up over the middle. Incomplete. And then is it intercepted? Yes, it is. Second one of the game for Lionel Martinez.
Well, that time the ball was tipped, and Lionel Martinez, Johnny on the spot.
That's an incomplete.
East Lansing, I guess the second official comes in. You be the judge right here. Motter this time just inside his own 1-yard line. There you see the rule of a catch. Toledo gets a huge break.
Big break indeed.
And they'll take it, but right now, boy, it's a 3rd down and nearly a cruise ship here for the Rockets.
Again, a pair of receivers on each side. Motter back to pass. He's got some time. Had it in his fingertips and went down. Favors had it, and making the stop Drew Roberts, who did him no favors with that hit.
Watch again. Drew Roberts is a second-team All-American last year, and you'll see a little bit reason why. This is a tremendous catch until he gets hit there. And, wow, that's a shot there by Roberts. And Toledo's going to be forced to punt the football away from inside their own 10-yard line. So, once again, Michigan State should inherit excellent field position after the punt.
And that goes out of the end zone. So 2 points for Michigan State, and they'll get the football back.
Boy, right now the Rockets have really had some struggles, really on both sides of the football. You know, we've seen the low snaps here. That time, that snap ended up in the third or fourth row. But again, you have to overcome it. There's a lot of football game left here. Not how you kind of drew it up as far as the game plan, but you have to overcome it. The Rockets will now free kick from their own 20-yard line.
If you're the Rockets, the silver lining in all of this, you can punt it or you can kick it, and you could get a little more breathing room and pin them back in an offense that has not been stellar here through the first 4 minutes of the game.
Yeah, they're going to be kicking into a slight breeze, so you wonder if maybe they may just tee it up, kick it off. A lot of times you get a punt, you try to get some hang time, but when you have the wind coming at your face, that could change that. We'll see how Coach Jamie Young wants to draw things up here.
The forecast says we could get winds in excess of 30 miles per hour gusting. I would say we're close to that now, whipping in from the north end zone.
Yeah, the breeze has definitely picked up since, a couple hours before game time really wasn't bad. As we got closer to game time, you could feel the gusts picking up a little bit. It looks like Toledo will punt the football here in the free kick. I did not see a kicking tee out there.
There is not one. Merced Diaz will boot it away. He fielded at the 38. Cuts back to the middle of the field, going backwards. Slowed down for a moment, and then finally pushed back near the 35. The return man by Sam Volk.
Great coverage that time by the Rockets, as that ball was caught at the 38-yard line of Michigan State, but after all the dust settles, it looks like Michigan State will start out at their own 36-yard line, so a loss of 2 on that return. At one point, it looked like a loss of about 15.
Yeah, he fielded it near the 30 and then backpedaled, angled towards the middle of the field, trying to curl.
Well, they had
the
the
far
wall
sideline
set up on that far sideline. The problem was there were just too many Rockets between the ball carrier and the wall, so he just tried to improvise. But again, not bad starting position for Michigan State, but Toledo, after being forced to free kick from a 20, will probably take this.
Taylor to the outside, and he's going to be wrestled down. And they're making to stop one of them. You can give credit to Darius Clay.
Look at that nice run that time by Clay. So important to control first down there. If you get, you get 7 out of 10 there on first down, it really opens up your playbook on second down. Again, Elijah Taylor, last week he had 13 rushes for 87 yards in that 19-6 victory for Michigan State, defeating number 8 ranked Wright State at the time.
The Great Lakes Conference West and East, easily the class of the league. Over the middle, all kinds of confusion there. Rockets look like they may have even had a look at it, but it brings up 3rd down and 3 after the big run.
Watch it right here. Donovan this time just tries to go right down the middle there in a skinny post, but looked like Dane Ornleff and others in position. Now we'll see if Sparty goes back to that potent running game to try to get a fresh set of downs.
Brings up 3rd and 3 for that Rocket defense.
Again, they go with the 4 receiver set. Move to the 7:20 mark. Rockets showing blitz. Donovan looks down the sideline, overthrows his intended receiver. Martinez can't bring it in.
Yeah, great coverage by Leo Stumpfel once again, the junior cornerback out of Broadview Heights. That's something Jack Donovan's done more here this year as a senior. Watch it here. He's been a 3-year starter here for Michigan State in club football. This time he takes a deep vertical shot. There you see Stumpfel in perfect position. And now decision time for 4th-year head coach Jonathan Beach. You would have to think they're going to punt the football away, being inside their own territory.
And a lot of football to be played, so no reason to create crisis early.
Well, you also have a defense that's only given up 6 points per game on the season, so you're going to trust your defense, play a little field position.
On the run, Merced Diaz across the 30 to the 40 to the inside. Now to the middle of the field, finally brought down near the 47.
On a nice return for the Rockets. It's the midfield, 1st and 10.
Oh, tremendous job that time by Merced Diaz. So important to catch the football before it takes a nasty hop, and that time he caught it on the dead sprint. He's able to take it up to the 47-yard line, so the best starting position for Toledo tonight. And we'll see if the Rocket offense can get clicking here after some early 3-and-outs.
Motter had a hand on it again, incomplete, intended for Gavin Fights.
Oh, that's too bad because Fights really had some separation here. Watch it once again, but credit that Sparty defense there. You see the tip. Fights tries to come back for the football, but just could not cover enough ground to get there in time. So good hold by Michigan State once again on 1st down. 2nd and 10 here for the Rockets.
The give to Ruffin. He will get near the midfield stripe. They're going to put him at the 50-yard line.
No, that's a tough downhill run there by Devin Ruffin, the junior. He had to earn each and every one of those 3 yards, but he does get the ball right to the midfield stripe. But Toledo once again looking at 3rd down and long. And Michigan State trying to force yet another 3-and-out here in the opening quarter against this Rocket offense.
Motter flushed out. Complete to Fights. He will get to the 40-yard line. That should be well enough for the 1st down, about 3 yards extra. And I believe that's the first completion of the game for the Rockets.
That's also the first down of the game for the Rockets. Watch Brandon Motter right here. Does a great job. He's flushed out of the pocket, but nice comeback route that time by Gavin Fights, the senior out of Summerfield High School in Petersburg, Michigan. So the Rockets have a fresh set of downs, this time at the Michigan State 39-yard line.
Trumaine Bailey now in the backfield. He will take the handoff, angles across, and will get near the 34.
Oh, nice downhill run there once again by Trumaine Bailey. You know, last week he had 10 rushes for 38 yards, had a long of 8. And that time he gets 7 yards on 1st down. So great job by that offensive front there, trying to give their guys some space.
Jimmy Reyes made the stop, a 28-year-old defender. Gets maybe to the 33.
Number 24 on the Spartan defense.
No, they're going to say it's a 31.
30 short for the Rockets.
Yeah, it's going to be a short pickup. It makes it very manageable. You would think this is certainly going to be 4-down territory for Toledo. as they're looking at 3rd and 2 from the Sparty 31-yard line.
Motter out of the pocket again. He will go down at the 43. It was short yardage. Now it's 4th and long.
Well, this may change this 4-down scenario. You would think you may think about trying to pin Michigan State deep here with a punt, as that's going to go down as a loss of about 11, 12 yards there on 3rd down. So 4th down and 14 coming up for Toledo. It looks like the offense is on the field, so Coach Jamie Young going to roll the dice here.
4th and 14. Billy lined up. Or Bailey, excuse me. Motter stepping up over the middle, incomplete. I think he was trying to get it to Jackson Wright, and they will turn it over. Scoop, I'm not so certain that a punt wouldn't have been the best choice there, especially the way that Michigan State has struggled offensively.
Well, again, it's a tough call. You know, it's easy to second guess from up here, but I'm sure Coach Young has confidence in that offense, wants to see him get clicked there, and they actually had some room that time. But once again, looked like Michigan State was able to get a piece of that football, got the deflection, and credit the Spartan defense. They give up the 1st down, but they get a big hold there on 4th down, and now they'll have excellent starting position at their own 43-yard line.
A defensive gem tonight, to say the least. 3:43 to play first quarter. Give to Thomas, bust open across the 50. The angle could maybe, nope, it's not going to go. The only man over there that could have made a stop is Leo Stumpfel, but couldn't make the play. A 57-yard run for Taylor.
What a run there by the freshman out of Hawaii. That time he takes it to the house, 57 yards away, but look how quickly he gets the hole. And once he gets past that first level, he's absolutely lights out. He's gone. And wow, that's a backbreaker right there, as makes it a 8-0 game. With the extra point, they can make this a 2-score game with 3.5 to go in this opening quarter.
Have an injured player. So they will help the Rocket to the sideline.
Let's give number 23, Lucia Walker, a round of applause as he makes his way to his feet. Great job, Lucia.
All right, a chance to make it a 9-0 or an 8-0 game. I'm sorry, a 9-0 game is right. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's a big extra point. This could make it a 2-score game. And on the season, 1 for 2 on extra points. Logan O'Leal.
Andres Kent puts the snap down. The kick is up, and it is good. It is 9-0. Michigan State on top. This is Toledo Rocket Club football on BCSN.
This BCSN broadcast is brought to you by Dave White Chevrolet. The place to go is Alexis and Monroe. Visit DaveWhiteChevy.com. And by Sean's Irish Tavern, locally owned and operated, and proud to be active members of the Northwest Ohio community.
Solar is growing. First Solar is leading the world's sustainable energy future. With 20 years of roots in Northwest Ohio, First Solar has grown to become the largest solar panel manufacturer in the Western Hemisphere, and still growing. Come grow with us and be a part of something different. To join our team, visit firstsolar.com/careers.
Our firm does right by our clients. The case that ended traffic cameras in Ohio started with one person calling us. She became our client, and we went all the way to the Supreme Court of Ohio and won. This made a difference for her. It made a difference for people like her. This is how we approach all of our cases. If you call us and we take your case, we want to win and make a difference. How can we help you?
Download the BCSN app today, available in the App Store and on Google Play, where you can stream live high school football, soccer, volleyball, and tennis this fall. It's in the all-new BCSN Plus app. Kick goes out of bounds, and the Rockets take over, 1st and 10 at the 35.
Yeah, good field position. Great decision by the special teams to let that kick, which was near the 10-yard line when it went out of bounds. Toledo will get a crack at here, 1st and 10 from the 35.
Bailey down the sideline, a big pickup. He gets 15 yards plus. We'll call that about a 17-yard pickup.
What a nice run by Tremaine Bailey once again. Watch how he's able to jet this to the outside, a little stutter step. And it wasn't for a touchdown-saving tackle by Trevor Navarre, Toledo would be right back in the thick of things. Instead, they'll take it a 1st down here at the Sparty 45-yard line.
After further review, a 20-yard run. That went across to the 44. Again, Bailey, the ball carrier.
Yeah, right now I like what Toledo's trying to do, trying to establish a running game, which could maybe make it a little bit easier for Brandon Motter there, trying to find some guys in that secondary. Right now, Michigan State has dropped a lot of guys into coverage. Rockets had a hard time throwing the football.
Complete over the middle. Favors holds on to it, and that's good for the 1st down.
Nice pitch and catch, and credit to Donovan Favors that time, the freshman out of Sharonville, Ohio. This time he runs a quick slant there. The ball thrown on time, and certainly the accuracy was there. Great execution. This has been the deepest penetration by the Rockets here tonight.
Ball at the 33, under 2 minutes to play, 1st quarter. Motter over the middle, nicely done. Fights will stumble into the end zone. 33 yards.
Oh, that was tremendous execution. That time, they're able to give Brandon Motter plenty of time, and Motter once again drops a dime. You see Gavin Fights, the senior. Watch it right here. You're going to see him on a crossing route there across the middle. He catches it in stride. He's able to break a tackle, goes into the end zone. And that's a huge, huge answer by Toledo, as now they're right back in it, trailing by 3 with the PAT coming up.
Scoop, I was just getting ready to say, Motter had confidence that time. There were times when Brandon may not be in the moment, but in that moment there was no doubt about what was going on.
Well, what he did so well, Danny, he stayed in the pocket there. And a lot of that was he had a little bit of time, but he stayed in the pocket, stepped in that throw nicely. And again, when he has time, he can throw that nice deep ball. That was the biggest concern when we were talking to Michigan State head coach Jonathan Beach before the game. That was priority 1. We have to get pressure on Motter. We have to take away that deep ball. And that time they were burnt by it. Boy, what an impressive drive, and what a quick score there for Toledo. And that's much needed, especially after being shut out last week, falling behind 2 scores early tonight. Boy, that's a huge shot in the arm for this Rocket team.
Yeah, people talk about football being a physical game, but it's a mental game. And you got to maintain momentum. You got to keep in the game emotionally, and Toledo was able to do that right there.
Yeah, you have to. And we talked about Michigan State kind of being the gold standard for club football. So remember, in their existence, they've had 35 All-Americans at Michigan State. They've had 17 in the last 2 years alone. You know, Toledo's done an excellent job with their club football. This is just their 4th year of existence. And Toledo did have 3 All-Americans last year, we should add. But, again, this is a Sparty team. It's well known throughout the club football ranks. And Toledo right now has really got themselves right back in it.
You see Zumu Zhao being escorted to the sideline. Sports Nightly is your source for local sports 365 days a year. Mark, Joel, Nicole, and Sherwin have you covered. Stories, highlights, interviews every night at 10:30 on BCSN and the BCSN Plus app. Rockets try to cut it to a 2-point game. No reason to go for 2 at this point, I would be surprised.
They're going to kick it, try to keep within 2 points. Well, a field goal would give them the lead.
Parker Miranda should try the point after. Motter will set it down. The snap, the kick, it is no good. We take the timeout. The Rockets get on the board with a 33-yard strike. It is now 9-6, Michigan State.
This BCSN broadcast is brought to you in part by Appliance Center, proudly supporting local athletes, their families, and all your home store needs. And by Dunn Chevy in Oregon. Together, let's drive.
Your future is brighter at Glass City Academy. Awarded one of the top 5 charter schools in the state, Glass City Academy provides a safe and supportive environment for students to flourish and be successful. With multiple paths to graduation, transportation support, and 2 locations, Glass City Academy is here for your student throughout their high school journey. Enrollment is going on now. Call or click to find out more.
Appliance Center has the guaranteed lowest prices on over $7 million of furniture, appliances, mattresses, cabinetry, and flooring at all 3 Appliance Center locations. 419-PAY-LESS or shopac.com.
Get 60% off now at Appliance Center, Ohio's #1 surfacing dealer.
We are back. The kick fielded inside the 25 and will go down near the 10-yard line. Sam Volk with his 2nd return of the night. Spartans get going at the 30-yard line. 1st and 10. We got 1:41 left in the first quarter.
Yeah, right now it's so important. Toledo's got a little momentum on their side, but the defense has to rise to the occasion. Try to get a 3 and out, give Toledo some good starting position.
Both these defenses tonight have been, I'm not going to say spectacular, but they have done what they've needed to do. It's way too soon to attach a lot of superlatives. Taylor cuts, and he will go down with a 2-yard loss. And you know what type of explosive potential he has.
Oh, no doubt about it. And again, you have to control 1st down, try to get teams off schedule. That's going to go down as a tackle for loss. So right now, Toledo kind of riding that wave of momentum that the offense just gave them on that 52-yard touchdown drive, highlighted by that 33-yard pass and catch from Motter to Fights.
2nd down and 11. The ball is at the 29-yard line. We're moving to the 1-minute mark. I formation, Donovan under center. The pitch to Taylor again. He will sweep to the right side. He will get across to about the 33.
Safety number 5, TJ Hornet.
I was going to say Orloff in there to make the stop.
Watch it right here. This time you're going to see Elijah Taylor get to the edge, but watch the hit by Ornlef coming in right there. Well, there's a guy that's a little salty that he was left off the first-team All-American list a year ago. He was a second-team All-American, but if you've watched that young man play, you know he's got one gear. He also had 5 interceptions to go along with that physical presence out there a year ago as well.
In 4 played games, because there were 2 forfeits out of the 6 on the schedule. And Leo Stumpfel was in there. That'll end the first quarter. We will take the break. Michigan State leading Toledo. This is club football on BCSN.
From breaking news to business news, from your health to your happiness, you can count on the Blade to deliver to you comprehensive stories behind the issues and the personalities that shape our community. We know local matters to you. We are the area's largest, most trusted local source for news. Download the Blade app today.
Your passion is our passion on BCSN. It's local sports all the time. We've got it all this fall.
Football, soccer, volleyball, and so much more. Pre-game, post-game, highlight shows, plus live games.
From August to December, BCSN has the highlights, stories, and interviews that take you everywhere.
If it's local, it's on BCSN and the BCSN Plus app, only from Buckeye Broadband.
We switch sides. 3rd down and 7, ball at the 33 for the Spartans. Donovan in the spread, 2 receivers on the left side, 1 on the right. 3-step drop, lets it fly all alone. Cutting through the defense. Ornloff trying to cut him down, and he is able to bring him down, and there's a fumble into the end zone. There was no way from my vantage point he got in the end zone.
Oh, that's a break for Michigan State. I thought that might be a touchback. Looked like he fumbled that ball into the end zone. It looks like they're going to spot it right now inside the 1-yard line. Watch it one more time, but look at the nice thrown ball by Jack Donovan, a guy that was second-team All-American quarterback back in 2022. But there you see the good cutback by Sam Volk out of Ada, Michigan. And there the ball comes loose. It looked like it landed in the end zone. They do call a touchback, so they get it right. They had to talk it over a little bit. They
Good
get
call.
it right. That's a great call. It might be a late call, but it's correct.
And give credit. DJ Ornlef did not stop. He didn't even have a good tackle down there.
Well, if you were locked in on Ornlef as I was, that was not his man. But once he saw that catch, he had to do a complete 180, headed the other way, and he just put the Jets on. Most guys will let him go. He was able to cut him off at the 1. Looked like it's still going to be 1st and goal for the 1, but a little bit too much greediness by Volk trying to get the touchdown. He lost the handle, and once that ball went into the end zone and out of bounds, becomes a touchback, and Toledo now will get a 1st down. It should be on the 20-yard line. They have it on the 25.
Was it Metzler?
There they pick it up. They moved it.
Was it Pete Metzlars or Don Beebe who knocked the fumble away in the Super Bowl for the Buffalo Bills against the Cowboys?
Boy, I can see that. I couldn't tell you.
It was on Leon Lett, I think.
It was on Leon Lett. That much I can tell you.
Handoff busting through the line near the 24. Now Bailey gets the carry.
Great job, Tremaine Bailey. You know, he's had to earn his yards. But that's a big pickup on 4th down, going right at the heart of that Michigan State defensive line. But look at the yak yards, you know. It easily could have been a pickup of 1. Instead, that 2nd, 3rd effort, Bailey's able to get 4 yards out of that small hole right there.
2nd down and 6 near the 14-10 mark. Nice pass complete to Jackson Wright. He will get it near the 33, maybe to the 34. The Rockets are starting to come online, Scoop.
Oh, I love what they're doing. They're really mixing up the pass and run very effectively. Here you see Motter just real quick there on a look-in play. Great hands that time by Jackson Wright. He's able to spin it to the outside, try to pick up little yak yards. Boy, that's a big first down conversion for Toledo.
Bailey in motion up front. Back to pass. Over the middle, right again. Across the 50-yard line, goes down at the 43. And Motter is on fire. Back-to-back completions.
Oh, watch it right here. 23-yard pickup. This is going to be a quick slant. And again, look at the nice hands here once again from Jackson Wright. He's able to haul that in traffic. He takes it all the way into Michigan State territory. 1st and 10 here at the 43-yard lines of Sparty.
Bailey plunges ahead. He will be stopped at the 42.
No, Bailey's had earned tonight, but he's that guy that's going to keep that Michigan State defense honest, that may open up some of those passing lanes for Brandon Motter. Well, that's a tough way to get 2 yards. That's exactly what he was able to do there on first down.
Favorite Hollabaugh to the far side. Motter rolling out. And he will let that one go. Dangerous pass. Looked like two Michigan State players, had a look at it. One of them, Adam Hubbard, also in there. Lionel Martinez, like he needs another pick tonight.
Well, honestly, that looked like a jump ball right there. I thought he was going to maybe try to get that football out of bounds, but watch it one more time. This time he's flushed out of the pocket. And not only out of the pocket, look how far he has to backpedal here. You know, he's back at his own 42-yard line. And wow, the only receiver there was an ineligible one at that in Matthew Johnson.
And down there doing a little dance with the oncoming defensive lineman. The lineman should have committed one way or the other.
Yeah, that's a huge break for Toledo just to come up with an incomplete pass on that, although I think they did spot it. They do get the ineligible downfield, so that'll be not only a 5-yard walk-off, but also a loss of down. So despite the down mark over there, it should be 3rd down coming up here for Toledo.
Favors and fights to the far side, near side Hollabaugh. Also Jackson Wright. Motter looking over the middle. Nicely done. Another big-time fingertip grab from Wright. And he will march to the 25.
They'll watch again. A good-looking post route this time from Jackson Wright. So you see Motter rolls to his left, but he drops a dime once again. That ball was exactly where it had to be. Boy, that's an impressive pickup there on 3rd and long. And now Toledo will have a first down at the Michigan State 25-yard line, trying to take their first lead of the night here on this drive.
And this is the Brandon Motter that we've come to expect. Poised and confident. Bailey up the gut, gets it to the 23. There is a tendency at times when situations where Motter gets caught up in the situation, he has not played that way here in the second quarter.
Boy, he's really delivering the football on time and where it needs to be. And again, a good pickup there by Bailey there. He's able to really work his way for 3 yards there.
Comes out firing low, no good, incomplete. Favors could not make the catch, but it was awful low, too.
Yeah, watch it here. This is the ball that Favors typically get, but it was tipped just enough that it was down to ankles. Was going to be a tough catch. But right now, a 3rd down and about 7 yards to go. Yeah, I think with the wind, you know, field goal could be a possibility here, but I would think Jamie Young probably going to make this 4-down territory here early in the game.
At the 22, snap, Motter dives on it back at the 29.
Boy, that's what you can't have there. Not only a negative play, but you're going to lose it down because of it. But that time, Mater just had never had a handle of it. It's going to end up being a loss of about 6 yards. So now that'll definitely take them out of field goal range. And Toledo forced to go for it now on 4th down and a long 12 here. Ball spotted at the 28-yard line of Michigan State.
It is a Michigan State team that has provided all kinds of pressure tonight on Brandon Mater and the front line of Michigan, or of the Rockets, but the Rockets have responded well lately. Stopped
well, that's
very
awfully close, a little bit short there. You can see on the spot.
Tell you what, Favors was trying to get a little bit of a roll there to persuade him.
Yeah, great catch by the freshman, Donovan Favors. Watch it here once again. He knew where the chains were. He just could not get there. Pretty good tackle that time from Michigan State's Adam Hubbard, their freshman out of Galesburg, Michigan. And boy, that time Michigan State bent a little bit. They did not break, and they will take over on downs. This will be a long field here coming up for Michigan State, as they're going to start out at the 16-yard line.
Officials have been busy tonight. James McDermott is the referee. The umpires Eric Erickson, Mike Blazovic, the head linesman. The line judge is Daryl Phillips. Also in there, Feasel Crumby. And the side judge is Nathan DeLauder. About a pickup of 2 yards, but still on his feet past the 20, maybe to the 21.
Yeah, this has really turned into a defensive battle. You know, if it wasn't for that 57-yard touchdown run that Toledo gave up to Elijah Taylor, you know, the defense has really been lights out for Toledo. But right now, they have to find a way to get a hold and maybe give their offense some field position here, something they haven't had a whole lot of tonight. The one time they did, they were able to punch that in for their only touchdown.
I formation yet again, lined up tight. Donovan, man goes in motion. And they give to Taylor. Flag on the play. He will get past the 25.
Well, I think that's going to be a hold. There is a flag on the play. Yes, indeed, that was the call. So, excellent call. I think they saw what I did. That's a big break for Toledo, as that ball will go half the distance to the goal here. They'll basically take it from the 20 to the 10. But that negates the Spartan first down.
10-yard penalty. 2-yard penalty. Repeat, second down.
So it went from a gain to the 26, and now it's back at the 11-yard line.
And that's the 4th penalty against Michigan State, so that's something that's hampered the Spartans here tonight. And now if you're Toledo, you have to really cash in here, take advantage of that miscue.
Donovan back to pass, looking to the sideline, snag! And taking it to the house, Merced Diaz. The Rockets have the lead.
Oh, tremendous read that time from Diaz. That time he just kind of jumped the route. That was supposed to be an out route there. And that time he read that like a book. Watch it right here. There you see it. Jumps a route, and he's got green grass ahead of him. And wow, the defense comes up big here as Diaz takes it in, and Toledo has their first lead.
That is a point of... We see Diaz down there. That was a point of emphasis this week, the sidelines, because that's where Donovan does his best work. Kick blocked, and of course, down to the end zone. It is a 12-9 game. It isn't pretty, but the Rockets are on top, 12-9. This is club football on BCSN.
A great teacher calls on creativity and drive to overcome today's challenges. Introducing this month's BCAN Classroom Hero.
Angie Cox, 8th grade teacher at Toledo School for the Arts. I started this journey a little bit late in life, but once I figured out that I could emotionally impact this next generation of kids, I knew that that was it for me.
Gallon, Takis, and Boisenalt is proud to support our outstanding educators. Nominate your classroom hero today. A great teacher calls on creativity and drive to overcome today's challenges. Introducing this month's BCAN Classroom Hero.
Angie Cox, 8th grade teacher at Toledo School for the Arts. I started this journey a little bit late in life, but once I figured out that I could emotionally impact this next generation of kids, I knew that that was it for me.
PNC Bank is proud to support our outstanding educators. Nominate your classroom hero today.
Miranda will boot it away. 8:51 to play, second quarter. Zigs and zags across to the 31. Sam Volk, he has been the kick returner of choice tonight. And I'll tell you what, here's a guy who maybe had the play of the game other than DJ Ornleff. Topped him with the play of the game, stripping him of the football at the 1-yard line.
Well, I tell you what, the play by both those guys were just hustle plays. Ornleff just incredible. He never gave up. He had the perfect pursuit angle, was able to get that contact just in the nick of time. And then how about Diaz at the other end? I was kind of zoomed in on him, and you could see right away he was sensing the play. I think he was anticipating an out route. He got it. He jumped that route. And he's able to take it to the house. So what a play by the defense. And Toledo has their first lead of the night at 12-9.
I think this Rocket team was just late arriving. Not much working there in the tricky play.
Yeah, great job again up front there by the Rockets. That's where they have to really win this game. And you credit to Sakovich that time, the linebacker coming in and clean up with Keith Arkeful there, the 6'3" freshman out of Columbus, who's able to make first contact. So once again, the Rockets come up big, controlling first down on defense. 2nd and 10 coming up for Sparty.
Sakovich was the guy last year from Media Day. If you look back at those photos, he was the guy that is wearing the cowboy hat in the photos from the day.
There's a flag on the field. The penalty goes against.
Yep, and that fits right with his personality too. So again, but he's all business out here in the field. He brings the energy. This is going to be another Michigan State penalty.
5-yard penalty.
As they get whistled for the delay of game. So 2nd down and 15 here for Michigan State.
$7:55 to play in the second quarter. Michigan State takes the timeout. We will take the timeout as well. Rockets on top, 12-9. This is club football on BCSN.
Do you know a teacher or aide that goes above and beyond for their students? Now more than ever, we would like to recognize those educators. Go to bcsnnation.com/heroes to nominate a classroom hero and help us tell their story. As a special thank you, they will be awarded a BCSN feature story and a $300 cash prize. Classroom Heroes is presented by the Appliance Center.
Every life is beautiful and unique, shaped by the people and experiences around us. At Hospice of Northwest Ohio, we understand the individual needs of seriously ill patients and their families, providing them with answers, expert medical care, and emotional and spiritual support.
They made sure Dad was comfortable, answering his questions, knowing the grandkids' names, and even listening to his jokes. Calling them early made our journey easier.
Hospice of Northwest Ohio. Experience more from the most experienced.
We are back every Friday night. BCSN's Game Day Tailgate is live on location for the high school football game of the week. We have the matchups, the storylines, the top recruits, and more. Game Day Tailgate Friday nights at 6:30 on BCSN and the BCSN Plus app. Donovan leading the I formation, all kinds of movement, a flag coming, several flags, at least two. And imagine that, it goes against Michigan State.
Yeah, just incredible. The penalties continue to mount up for Michigan State. They've now been penalized 8 times here in this opening half.
This after a timeout. Jack Donovan will find his way to the sideline to get the play call. Tell you what, is there any more All-American name than Jack Donovan?
Well, I tell you what, he's been the starting quarterback 3 years now for these guys. As we mentioned 2 years ago, second team All-American as a quarterback. Got plenty of big game experience. They got him to the national semifinals a year ago.
Flag on the play again. Over the shoulder, complete to Taylor, down the sideline, brought out of bounds. The stop made by
Darius Clay that time. That's tremendous tackle because he's not an easy man to bring down, and he was getting to the edge. We'll see what the penalty marker's about. Looks like offsides on the defense.
Offsides on the defense, declined by the Spartans.
With that big gain, Michigan State will decline it, but what it does do is going to bring up 3rd down now and 5. So right now, if you're Toledo, you've got an opportunity to get off the field on 3rd down. You have to make it happen. See if they can get some pressure on Jack Donovan.
He's got time, a hand on it. That one complete to Cullen Norder. Norder, one of his favorite targets. It's been pretty quiet tonight.
Oh, he has. The senior out of Eaton Rapids, Michigan, you'll see it right there, is able to find a little seam there on the edge. He knew exactly where that 1st down marker was. And that's a huge conversion on 3rd down for Michigan State. They now have a fresh set of downs from their own 45-yard line. Bernardo last week had 4 receptions for 63 yards.
Donovan drops back, incomplete, almost snagged by Darius Clay.
A great read by the freshman out of Cleveland. Clay was closing in quickly. That ball just not high enough for the freshman to make the pick, but that's a good hold there on 1st down once again by Toledo.
Brings up 2nd and 10 for the Spartans.
Now they finally get it set right. 2nd down and 10.
I was wondering how they picked up a yard there on an incomplete pass on 1st down. The officials got it right, though. Good teamwork there.
6:40 to play, 2nd quarter. Donovan backpedals, looks down the left side, knocking it down. Tristan Herndon.
What a play by Debo Herndon once again, the sophomore out of Jacksonville. Watch it here. Rockets only rushed 4 guys this time, but there you see Debo kind of drop back, gets his hands up. The Rockets had 7 guys back in coverage. And now a 3rd and 10 coming up for Michigan State.
Want to give some credit, too, to Big Ed Dari, who was in there forcing the play, too. He really made things difficult for Donovan.
Well, Big Ed, he was a 2nd team All-American defensive tackle 2 seasons ago, so we certainly know what that young man's capable of doing.
Donovan on the run. He goes to the right side, leading his receivers and almost making the connection. Norder does not get it, and Merced Diaz having a whale of a game tonight.
Well, how about Diaz once again? Because that time, when you give your quarterback that much time, he's able to kind of pick his target. Usually that's bad math for defense, but watch Diaz right here, the sophomore out of Genoa High School. He comes in there, is able to make good contact there and not allow Colin Norder to make that grab. So a good hold there by Toledo. And now Michigan State is going to be forced to punt the football away. Toledo keeping the momentum on their side of the field here in this second quarter.
Day Greer punts it away, bounces at the 34, rolls to the 29. And the Rockets did something that all good defense do. They don't necessarily always have to come up with big plays, but they forced Donovan to do something he didn't want to do. Has to throw on the run, which is tough. Number two, he has to throw across the body on the run.
Well, they're giving him a lot of things to look at tonight. We've seen many times where they've had some blitz packages going at him. That last time we saw him drop 7 into coverage. That time they kind of flushed him out, forced him to use his legs. Remember last week he did not have a single carry against Wright State. So he's a guy that he's a gunslinger out there. He wants to throw the football. He doesn't want to tuck it away and run. And that time the Rockets kind of forced him out of his comfort zone.
Michigan State takes the timeout. They've got one left. Wheat will take the timeout as well. Rockets on top, 12-9 on BCSN.
BCSN Sports Now is your best source for sports coverage all season long.
It's the area's only 30-minute show dedicated to local sports from beginning to end.
Highlights, scores, and stories that feature the athletes and coaches in your community.
If it's local, it's on Sports Nightly, every night at 10:30 on BCSN and the BCSN Plus app.
Do you know a teacher or aide that goes above and beyond for their students? Now more than ever, we would like to recognize those educators. Go to bcsnnation.com/heroes to nominate a classroom hero today and help us tell their story. As a special thank you, they will be awarded a BCAN feature story and a $300 cash prize. Classroom Heroes is presented by Gallant, Tachus, and Boisenall.
Rockets grab the first down. Motter to Brian Hollaball. And those are the type of plays last week that didn't make it against Ohio State. Those are the plays that are big tonight.
Well, look at that throw that time to Hollaball and a nice catch. That time he was surrounded by 3 DBs, but he hauls it in, picks up 12 yards and a Rocket first down.
On the run, incomplete. Flags everywhere. I was just getting ready to say. Interference.
And once again, they go right back to Brian Hollaball, the freshman out of Northwood High School. Again, you can see Motter just kind of oozing with confidence back there. And he's really just locked in, delivering the football where it needs to be. And that time looked like it was going to be a nice catch along the sideline until the interference happened. So another Spartan penalty result in another Toledo first down. And this will take it into Spartan territory right here.
The Rockets snowballing with confidence. Momentum building. They are now set up 1st and 10. Nose of the football at the 40-yard line. 5:37 to play, second quarter. Michigan State showing blitz. Down the sideline to Faber. Inside the 10, touchdown.
Oh, what a tremendous play. A pitch and catch one more time, and Motter's able to find Donovan Favors there What a tremendous catch by Favors. My goodness. They had that one-on-one matchup they wanted there in the wide side. Take another look at it. Matter's got one guy in mind and one guy only, and that football was right where it had to be. You saw the coverage come over there from Drew Roberts, who was in center field, but he's a step late, and now Toledo has scored 18 unanswered. I expect them to maybe go for 2 here after
exactly
missing the first
doing.
2 PAT attempts.
4 receivers in the front of the end zone, batted away, incomplete, intended for Hollaball. Joshua Broden gets the better of that one. He had the pass interference, and there's a little conversation going between those two. We'll watch number 2, Joshua Broden, and Hollaball throughout the game, but there's something brewing there. 18-9, that's the score. We got 5:22 to play, and Toledo's starting to feel their groove.
Ready to elevate your game? At Adrian College, our athletes strive for excellence on and off the field. Get involved in over 50 student clubs and organizations where your passions meet purpose. With innovative programs and personalized learning, our academics are designed to ignite your future. Experience vibrant student life, where community and connection shape your college journey. Adrian College, where you belong. Apply today and become part of the Bulldog family.
Are you looking for a fun and exciting way to bring your family, friends, or coworkers together? Look no further. The Toledo Rockets have got you covered. With our customizable group packages, you can build a perfect experience for everyone. Enjoy the high-flying action of Rocket football and make memories that will last a lifetime. So why wait? Book your group tickets today by calling 419-530-GOLD or visit utrockets.com/group-ticks. Get ready to be part of Team Toledo.
We are back, upended at about the 23-yard line. Volk brought to Forest Hills Eastern High School in Ada, Michigan, outside of Grand Rapids.
And how about that young man right there, Leo Stumfel, once again. Great special teams play. Not an easy tackle when you're selling out on the dead sprint, but he's able to make first contact. And now Michigan State looking at a long field as they'll start out at their own 23-yard line.
And remember, they've not scored an offensive touchdown. The only was
they had the one big run, and that was it. I mean,
correction,
57-yard run.
Sorry, I thought it was set up by the interception.
Taylor, but other than that play, Toledo defense really has to be pleased with what they've been able to do tonight.
I got that confused with the interception.
Well, just to see that Toledo scored from their defense, that's always a shot in the arm. Anytime, you love it when your defense is forced to turnovers. When your defense picks up some points, boy, those are huge momentum builders. Those do wonders for your confidence. They also do wonders for your energy level. And right now, Toledo playing with a lot of energy here tonight. Trying to get the football back here as we're under the 5-minute mark of this opening half.
2nd down and 7. Across to the 30-yard line. New runner. That first time that we have called the name of Matt Neal, or Matt Nell, I guess you would say.
Yeah, Nell's a fifth-year senior out of Rockford, Michigan. 5'10", 185, and right now looks like Michigan State trying to establish a run game, maybe going away from the passer a little bit, but we've seen them most of the first half on 3rd and 3 throw the football. Don't be surprised if they give it to Elijah Taylor here, trying to bulldoze his way for those last 3 yards.
3rd down and 3 from the 29. Taylor, he is going to get the first down plus a yard. The initial hit may have stopped him, but he got extra momentum. The first touch was...
I like the call there from head coach Jonathan Beach there at Michigan State. He just wants to establish the physicality get back to some power football, establish the run maybe to set up the pass, because he's seen what this Rocket secondary been able to do to Jack Donovan.
Finch is coming up a little hobbled. He will make his way to the sideline. 3:33 to play, second quarter. It is 1st and 10. Just short of the 26-yard line.
Boy, Finch is a guy they'd love to have in there. You know, not only is he a big man, he's kind of that anchor in there. Last year, he was an academic All-American for club football. One of 8 Rockets to get that distinction.
Michigan State looking to get something going here. 4 receivers now in their set. He is rushed over the middle, incomplete. That was intended for Volk, and in there in the middle of all of that is Merced Diaz.
And there's a late flag that came in as well near the line of scrimmage. I think it's going to be ineligible receiver.
Procedure against the Spartans.
There you see referee Jim McDermott right there. And if it is, that's a 5-yard penalty, and they lost him down. And yes, that was the call. So a break there for Toledo.
2nd down and 15. Ball pushed at the 30-yard line. Again, 2 receivers on each side. Donovan looks to the sideline. Almost like a no huddle. Nell stopped at the 32. Actually, a yard loss.
It looked like Leo Stumple was in there to make first contact. But again, a great surge up front from that Rocket defensive front. Watch it right here. Let's see who gets first contact in there. No, take that back. That was Darius Clay there making the first hit. So great job there. That's going to be no gain. So it's going to be, should be 3rd down 15. It says 2nd 15 down there.
I really like the defensive play from Toledo. Well, I'm liking both sides. Donovan on the run. Had a hand on it, incomplete, is intended for Norder.
Yeah, but how about Merced Diaz once again? Johnny on the spot. He just seems to be in the right place at the right time. This time had to go 5-step drop there by Donovan, kind of thrown to his left across his body. But there you see Diaz with the pass breakup.
Did you see away from the play a little bit? Brandon Motter helping Nordler up.
Yeah, it's a classy young man, as all these guys are here in the Toledo sideline. Been really impressed with these guys. You know, how they handle themselves. We've seen it during pregame. We watch it during the game. We've seen them in postgame. But it will be 3rd down and 15 coming up here.
The rush is on, picked up the block, going deep, looking deep. The jump ball incomplete. Norder can't make the play. In there in the midst of it, Merced Diaz.
A great break up that time by Diaz. Watch it here. Watch the cannon here on Jack Donovan. He's able to, he's fading away, stepping back. Threw that ball right where it had to be, but how about Diaz one more time making a play? And what a stand by this Rocket defense one more time.
The other thing that happens is that's almost as if Diaz is the personal escort to Norder, and that's big because Norder is essentially the security blanket for Donovan. Greer's punt will bounce back to the 39. Rockets will get another possession.
No, this is the best starting position for Toledo all night long. as they'll get it at the 42-yard line of Michigan State. So a golden opportunity. Toledo here still has all their timeouts remaining, a minute 53 to work with, and just 42 yards away from pay dirt.
Corralled in the backfield, didn't get much going there. Ruffin was slowed down, and then reinforcements arrived.
Well, how about the pursuit off the edge here that time by Michigan State? They're able to really kind of keep him from cutting it upfield. That time just kind of running west the whole time, trying to cut it back east, was never able to head north or south. That's a big loss here on first down.
2nd and 18. Modern looking down the sideline. Hollowball can't bring it in. Stride for stride with him, as he has been for much of the game, is Joshua Broden. And that one was pretty controversy-free.
That's a good battle here, 1-on-1. That time just a go route there from Hollowball there on that right sideline, but great coverage, as you mentioned, by Joshua Broden out of Harper Woods, Michigan. Now Michigan State with an opportunity to get a 3-and-out here. 3rd down and 13 coming up for this Rocket offense.
Mater has an opening. He will wrangle his way out to the 35. And that will be short of the first down by about 2.5 yards.
But what that does, it's going to make it 4-down territory. Now the fact they only have to get, we'll call it 3 yards here, certainly something that Toledo will do here. 1:05 to go. And again, you're in Sparty territory, so I think this is a no-brainer here for head coach Jamie Young in his 4th season, who's 13-8 all-time here for Toledo Club football.
Again, confidence exuding from Mater, who in other games and in other situations may have just slid, but he held on to it. Over the side, that one is complete. Good for the first down. Jackson Wright still on his feet inside the 10. Brought down, and let's see where they will place it. It looks like the 8.
Incredible catch and run by Jackson Wright one more time. And how about Brandon Mater on 4th down? He delivers one more time. But look at that catch in traffic, and then he just kind of puts the jet on. He's able to split a couple Sparty defenders. And the Rockets have a first down inside the 10-yard line, and Toledo will burn their first timeout.
Adam Hubbard, one of those guys to bring him down. We'll take the timeout. Toledo knocking on the door. They're up 18-9 on BCSN.
Your passion is our passion on BCSN. It's local sports all the time. We've got it all this fall.
Football, soccer, volleyball, and so much more. Pre-game, post-game, highlight shows, plus live games.
From August to December, BCSN has the highlights, stories, and interviews that take you everywhere.
If it's local, it's on BCSN and the BCSN Plus app, only from Buckeye Broadband.
There's a special place on Cherry Street that's truly the best at being central to life. It's a place rooted in its strong focus on college prep curriculum and academics in the classroom that is central to success to so many. Come discover that special place, Central Catholic High School. Central to life, central to academics.
The 1st and goal situation. Mater comes up passing, knocked down at the goal mouth. That brings up 2nd down and 9.
And what a play by Juan Gomez, the sophomore out of Holland, Michigan. He nearly had a pick right at the goal line. He might have had a little real estate in front of him. But it will be an incomplete pass. 2nd goal coming up here for Toledo.
3 receivers to the left side. Mater looking to hollow ball. That will be complete at about the 2.
Good timeout by Toledo. They still have one remaining. That stops the clock at 39 seconds, where the Rockets will have a 3rd and goal. Ball just outside the 2-yard line.
We take the timeout. Toledo on top, knocking on the door. BCSN.
This BCSN broadcast is brought to you in part by PNC Bank and by Bowling Green State University, the public university for the public good. Visit bgsu.edu to learn more.
We're here for you, right around the corner, ready to serve, connecting our homes, our schools, and our local businesses. So we'll do whatever it takes every day to make sure you stay connected when it counts. Buckeye Broadband.
Rockets line up just outside the 2-yard line. 39 seconds left in the first half. Ruffin is going to be stopped inside the 1, I think.
And right now, they're saving their timeout, looks like, so it's going to be 4th. I'm not sure why they're going to save their timeout. They're going to probably let it wind down, make this the last play of the half.
They call a timeout. Mater wants a timeout. Rockets want a timeout.
They'll get it. They'll get it. Well, that time they got half of what they needed, Dean. They were on the 2-yard line. They were able to get one of those 2 yards, but that last yard always the toughest. So you wonder what Toledo's has up their sleeve here. This is an awfully big play for both these teams. For Toledo, boy, this could be a huge shot in the arm going into the locker room break. If you can reel off, 24 unanswered points. And meanwhile, for Michigan State, you're just 9 points down. You had a disastrous second quarter. You've given up 18 consecutive points here. So if you can get a stop here, that gives you a shot in the arm. And remember, Michigan State will get the football to start the third quarter as well.
And remember, there's all kinds of ramifications with this game, too. Michigan State doesn't want to lose momentum as they head into the postseason. Toledo trying to grab some momentum, and Toledo trying to make a statement with this win, knocking off number 2, Michigan State.
Well, I agree. I think the winner of this has a good shot, or at least an outside shot, at getting to the Final Four. I mean, there's a lot of football to be had yet, but if the Rockets can find a way to win out, they would certainly be in the conversation for that at-large bid and a berth in the Final Four. But a huge 4th and 1 coming up here for Toledo.
2 by 2. Ruffin cuts to the outside, and he's going to go down, back past the 6. Michigan State makes the stop. The touchdown saving tackle with 3 seconds left in the second quarter.
Well, how about Ahmad Kareem, the 6'1", 215-pound senior out of East Lansing, coming up there and making a play with a host of his teammates there. Just no place for Ruffin to go. And boy, that's a huge stop there by Michigan State, who will most likely just take a knee here and go to the locker room, where the Rockets have Michigan State doubled up here 18-9.
Are you surprised by that play call?
It did surprise a little bit. I thought they would probably go an RPO, try to roll Mater out there where he's been so effective throwing the ball, but they have confidence in that line. But that time Michigan State just kind of stacked the box and had a numerical advantage, and there they take the knee. So that'll do it here from the Glass Bowl. But what a great first half for Toledo, as they'll enjoy an 18-9 advantage here after the first 30 minutes.
We will take the break. It's halftime. Toledo on top, scoring 18 unanswered points. It is 18-9 on BCSN.
I am Brad Vanderloven. I'm a firefighter paramedic and a 2023 graduate of Siena Heights University. Choosing Siena was easy. I knew their online platform was really good. It gives you that flexibility to be able to still have a life. With the 7-week online accelerated classes, you can finish your degree within a year or on your own time. Move your career forward at Siena Heights University, like I did.
Appliance Center has the guaranteed lowest prices on over $7 million of furniture, appliances, mattresses, cabinetry, and flooring at all 3 Appliance Center locations. 419-PAY-LESS or shopac.com.
Get 60% off now at Appliance Center, Ohio's #1 servicing dealer.
We're here for you, right around the corner, ready to serve, connecting our homes, our schools, and our local businesses. So we'll do whatever it takes every day to make sure you stay connected when it counts. Buckeye Broadband.
Solar is growing. First Solar is leading the world's sustainable energy future. With 20 years of roots in Northwest Ohio, First Solar has grown to become the largest solar panel manufacturer in the Western Hemisphere, and still growing. Come grow with us and be a part of something different. To join our team, visit firstsolar.com/careers.
Join us at historic Danny's Cafe Rossford. We're always serving your favorite food and drinks 7 days a week. Opening at 11 a.m. Watch the best sports matchups on one of our many 80-inch TVs. Plus, you can enjoy great live entertainment. And opening in spring of 2024, Danny's Cafe Rossford is proud to announce our 3,000 square foot addition with a full stage, new kitchen, and much more. Plus a ballroom for your next special event. Danny's Cafe Rossford is serving breakfast Saturday and Sunday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Located at 600 Dixie Highway in historic Rossford across from Rossford High School.
We're here for you, right around the corner, ready to serve, connecting our homes, our schools, and our local businesses. So we'll do whatever it takes every day to make sure you stay connected when it counts. Buckeye Broadband.
Every life is beautiful and unique, shaped by the people and experiences around us. At Hospice of Northwest Ohio, we understand the individual needs of seriously ill patients and their families, providing them with answers, expert medical care, and emotional and spiritual support. No one is ever turned away due to complexity of care or inability to pay. Caring for our community for more than 40 years, Hospice of Northwest Ohio. Experience more from the most experienced.
Ready to elevate your game? At Adrian College, our athletes strive for excellence on and off the field. Get involved in over 50 student clubs and organizations where your passions meet purpose. With innovative programs and personalized learning, our academics are designed to ignite your future. Experience vibrant student life, where community and connection shape your college journey. Adrian College, where you belong. Apply today and become part of the Bulldog family.
This BCSN broadcast is brought to you by Dave White Chevrolet. The place to go is Alexis and Monroe. Visit DaveWhiteChevy.com. And by Sean's Irish Tavern, locally owned and operated, and proud to be active members of the Northwest Ohio community.
Hot jobs, cool benefits. Start your dynamic career at Local 45 Heat and Frost Insulators. Join our apprenticeship program and receive paid training, above average wages, plus yearly pay increases where you can quickly rise in a high demand field. Earn while you learn with zero college debt. Insulate your pockets as you become a journeyman with unlimited opportunities. If your current job has grown cold, scan the QR code and apply now at Local 45, where hot jobs and cool benefits are waiting for you.
Join us at historic Danny's Cafe Rossford. We're always serving your favorite food and drinks 7 days a week. Opening at 11 a.m. Watch the best sports matchups on one of our many 80-inch TVs. Plus, you can enjoy great live entertainment. And opening in spring of 2024, Danny's Cafe Rossford is proud to announce our 3,000 square foot addition with a full stage, new kitchen, and much more. Plus a ballroom for your next special event. Danny's Cafe Rossford is serving breakfast Saturday and Sunday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Located at 600 Dixie Highway in historic Rossford across from Rossford High School.
This BCSN broadcast is brought to you in part by Appliance Center, proudly supporting local athletes, their families, and all your home store needs. And by Gun Chevy in Oregon. Together, let's drive. The passion, the energy, the excitement. It's all jam-packed inside BCSN's Game Day Nation. More games, more highlights, more analysis, and more high school football. From week 1 through the playoffs, our coverage is second to none. Game Day Nation, presented by Renewal by Anderson. A better way to a better window. Fridays at 7 on BCSN and the BCSN Plus app. Only from Buckeye Broadband.
Our firm does right by our clients. The case that ended traffic cameras in Ohio started with one person calling us. She became our client, and we went all the way to the Supreme Court of Ohio and won. This made a difference for her and made a difference for people like her. This is how we approach all of our cases. If you call us and we take your case, we want to win and make a difference. How can we help you?
We're here for you, right around the corner, ready to serve, connecting our homes, our schools, and our local businesses. So we'll do whatever it takes every day to make sure you stay connected when it counts. Buckeye Broadband.
And it's good! Introducing Field Goals for First Responders. BCSN has teamed up with Appliance Center to recognize those individuals who go above and beyond for their community. Each week, we'll choose a first responder to be the recipient during BCSN's Game of the Week. As a thank you, they'll win $100 per field goal scored, plus a $100 Appliance Center gift card. Go to bcsnnation.com/goal to nominate today.
The ultimate family-friendly concert experience is back and all new for 2024. The Kids Bop Live 2024 tour is coming your way, so get ready to sing and dance. Saturday, October 12th, Stranahan Theater. On sale now at Ticketmaster.com. So come have the best time ever.
Enter to win a family 4-pack of tickets at BuckeyeContest.com.
We're here for you, right around the corner, ready to serve, connecting our homes, our schools, and our local businesses. So we'll do whatever it takes every day to make sure you stay connected when it counts. Buckeye Broadband.
I'm Charlie Contrada. Since 1979, Northwest Ohio has counted on my team for our experience, skill in the courtroom, and doing what's best for our clients. And now I'm proud to team up with Nuremberg Paris.
Like Charlie, we're here for you. And we take pride in the same things that have allowed Charlie to help so many of you.
Experience, skill,
and always doing what's best for our clients. Nuremberg Paris, fighting for the injured since 1928. 419-200-2300.
Champions aren't born. Champions are made. They're made early in the morning, and they're made late at night. Champions push harder, no matter the obstacle. To play like a champion, you need to train like a champion. Champions are made with the unparalleled expert advice and the best home fitness equipment on the planet at American Home Fitness. Push harder, play stronger, and become a champion. American Home Fitness. Let's get after it.
This BCSN broadcast is brought to you in part by PNC Bank and by Bowling Green State University, a public university for the public good. Visit bgsu.edu to learn more.
Roll into Midas today for expert service on the best brands for your ride. Let our skilled techs help you save big so you can drive with confidence. Start tire shopping and request your appointment at Midas.com.
Our firm does right by our clients. The case that ended traffic cameras in Ohio started with one person calling us. She became our client, and we went all the way to the Supreme Court of Ohio and won. This made a difference for her and made a difference for people like her. This is how we approach all of our cases. If you call us and we take your case, we want to win and make a difference. How can we help you?
Roll into Midas today for expert service on the best brands for your ride. Let our skilled techs help you save big so you can drive with confidence. Start tire shopping and request your appointment at Midas.com.
This BCSN broadcast is brought to you in part by Genoa Bank. We take your banking needs personally. And by Car Stereo One. Turtle.
It's that magical time of year. The new models are here. Yep, the 2025s are at Dunn Chevy in Oregon. New body tracks and Trailblazer and the totally redesigned Equinox and Traverse are here and ready for you. The 2025 new Tahoe and Suburban are right around the corner. Chevy has the freshest lineup. 9 different SUVs, 4 different pickups, an electric Equinox, Blazer, and Silverado. We do have it all. Find yours at DunnChevy.com. Together, let's drive.
Michael was a loving father and husband. He was a tow truck driver who was killed on the side of a highway by a distracted semi-truck driver. His wife and daughters were devastated. They were dealing with the sudden loss of their loved one while being pressured by insurance companies to settle. We went to work immediately to take care of all legal issues to allow them to focus on rebuilding their lives. They needed an experienced legal team that handles these complex cases. We're attorneys with Gallon, Takis, and Boycenal.
Call us. We can help.
We're here for you, right around the corner, ready to serve, connecting our homes, our schools, and our local businesses. So we'll do whatever it takes every day to make sure you stay connected when it counts. Buckeye Broadband.
Hey, I'm Elizabeth, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Honey Pepper Pimento Chicken Sandwich is the collab of flavors. The sweet honey, the pickled jalapeno peppers, and the creamy pimento cheese. It is a perfect bite.
Hey y'all, this is Ronte, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Honey Pepper Pimento Chicken Sandwich is the richness of the pimento cheese. When I took a first bite, I was like, go, go, go cheese, go pimento, go honey, go chicken, go, go, go get it.
When you've been hurt in a car accident, your life feels like it's frozen in time.
How long it stays that way depends on what you do next and who you call for help.
At Nuremberg Paris, we've been fighting for the injured since 1928.
We're here to help you and your family break free from the burden of a serious injury.
After a car accident, don't say or sign anything. Call Nuremberg Paris, your local injury lawyers, so we can help you move forward again. Nuremberg Paris, fighting for the injured since 1928. 419-200-2300.
We're here for you, right around the corner, ready to serve, connecting our homes, our schools, and our local businesses. So we'll do whatever it takes every day to make sure you stay connected when it counts. Buckeye Broadband.
Champions aren't born. Champions are made. They're made early in the morning, and they're made late at night. Champions push harder, no matter the obstacle. To play like a champion, you need to train like a champion. Champions are made with the unparalleled expert advice and the best home fitness equipment on the planet at American Home Fitness. Push harder, play stronger, and become a champion. American Home Fitness. Let's get after it.
Our firm does right by our clients. The case that ended traffic cameras in Ohio started with one person calling us. She became our client, and we went all the way to the Supreme Court of Ohio and won. This made a difference for her and made a difference for people like her. This is how we approach all of our cases. If you call us and we take your case, we want to win and make a difference. How can we help you?
We're here for you, right around the corner, ready to serve, connecting our homes, our schools, and our local businesses. So we'll do whatever it takes every day to make sure you stay connected when it counts. Buckeye Broadband.
Roll into Midas today for expert service on the best brands for your ride. Let our skilled techs help you save big so you can drive with confidence. Start tire shopping and request your appointment at Midas.com.
It's that magical time of year. The new models are here. Yep, the 2025s are at Dunn Chevy in Oregon. New body tracks and Trailblazer and the totally redesigned Equinox and Traverse are here and ready for you. The 2025 new Tahoe and Suburban are right around the corner. Chevy has the freshest lineup. 9 different SUVs, 4 different pickups, an electric Equinox, Blazer, and Silverado. We do have it all. Find yours at DunnChevy.com. Together, let's drive.
Roll into Midas today for expert service on the best brands for your ride. Let our skilled techs help you save big so you can drive with confidence. Start tire shopping and request your appointment at Midas.com.
We're here for you, right around the corner, ready to serve, connecting our homes, our schools, and our local businesses. So we'll do whatever it takes every day to make sure you stay connected when it counts. Buckeye Broadband.
Every year, over 100,000 commercial vehicles are involved in accidents, resulting in thousands of deaths and serious injuries. The injuries are severe, the cases are complicated, the insurance companies are sophisticated. Let us deal with the insurance companies so you can focus on healing. You need an experienced legal team that handles these complex cases and that can protect you. We're attorneys with Gallen, Takis, and Boysenall.
Call us. We can help.
Ever wonder where the capital A in Chick-fil-A came from? It started with grade A, top quality chicken. But we believed everything, not just the food, should be grade A.
A is for above and beyond.
An extra level of care.
A game.
From caring for our guests in our community to cleanliness and safe service with a My Pleasure. A is for all the little things we do to bring you our best every day.
A little funky dance.
And that too.
This BCSN broadcast is brought to you by Dave White Chevrolet. The place to go is Alexis and Monroe. Visit DaveWhiteChevy.com. And by Sean's Irish Tavern, locally owned and operated, and proud to be active members of the Northwest Ohio community.
We are back, 18-9, Toledo leading. Michigan State will get the football, or so it seems, to start the second half. Scoop, this is a big game, as we mentioned, for both teams. Michigan State still well in the running for a playoff berth. Of course, they're in the Western Conference, the Western Division of the Great Lakes Conference. Toledo out of the running, or you would think, for a conference championship. Ohio State and Wright State playing for a championship today. Ohio State #1 in the country with all kinds of momentum behind them. And Michigan State 2-0 on the season. UT 1-1. So Toledo wants to finish strong and keep serve through the rest of the year. Other games going on. Milwaukee is at Loyola Chicago. Wright State and Ohio State hooking up. Palmetto Collegiate at South Carolina. That's an independent team. Clayton State at Gordon State. Columbus State at Huntington. Chapin State at Clarkson. George Mason at Vermont. Those are the other games going on the schedule this weekend in the National Club Football Association.
Yeah, Toledo's certainly going to have to come play here this second half. They have to be pleased with where they're at. They certainly can't be satisfied because, as we mentioned, Michigan State is a gold standard as far as the Great Lakes West. Last year they ran the table. This year off to a 2-0 start in the season, 1-0 in the Great Lakes West division.
Fielded at the 10 by Day Gear. He is also their punter. Getting him to the 33. It looks like maybe even the 34. So they'll put him at the 34.
Yeah, Dave Greer is one of the top return men of all college club football. You know, punt returns alone, he's averaging nearly 15 yards per punt return. Kickoff returns nearly double.
You see there at the bottom of the screen, well, for a moment you saw at the bottom of the screen, Dylan Brown, who is the founder of Toledo Rocket Club football. He wears number 18. He's kind of technically wearing the role of general manager this year, getting those detailed things. Brandon Motter is the president of the team.
Well, last year, Dylan Brown was the club football president of the year throughout the U.S., so that just gives you a little telltale of what the former Anthony Wayne General has done here for club football. As you mentioned, Dean, he's the one that really got things going. He's the one that really was the founder and initiated club football here at Toledo. And certainly he's a guy that just loves to suit up like the rest of these guys down there for the love of the game.
He's got so many dreams for club football. Club football at University of Toledo. He brought game promotions. And it all started because one day he was reading a newspaper article about Ohio State club football, and he's scratching his head and says, "Club football? What is this?"
Well, it's amazing what club football has done here in just the 4 years since its infancy, back in that 2021 season. There you see Dylan Brown right there. Just the guy that we all thank for this to happen. But he saw that Ohio State footprint that they have. Ohio State, the gold standard as far as the Great Lakes East, and actually throughout the nation, because Ohio State's been to 4 consecutive national championship games. In Toledo, they've started out right. They're trying to do it the right way. They've got some tremendous support from the surrounding communities. Again, this is the community that wants to make club football, something that's going to be right up there with the Ohio States, the Michigan States.
Adrian Smith, the player being helped to the sideline.
Yeah, Adrian, a sophomore out of DeSoto, Texas. You just hope that that's something he can shake off. Trainers are going to have a look.
Stopped at the 19.
How about Darius Clay? Once again, the freshman out of Cleveland Early College comes in to put a lick on. Watch it right there. No yak yards to be had there. In fact, he was able to drive Elijah Taylor back a yard after he made contact. But Taylor does get 3 there on the carry. Michigan State's been a little bit more run heavy since that pick 6 in that second quarter by Merced Diaz.
Michigan State got a nice place with that football. I didn't think he got to the 20, and they certainly didn't think he got to the 21, but here we are. Second down and 7, 14 minutes to play, third quarter. Back to pass from the corner, zagging in, and Nordler brings it in.
Oh, watch again here on the replay. Good protection, a quick 3-step drop. There you see that quick slant, kind of bread and butter. That time, Lionel Martinez.
Correction, it is Lionel Martinez.
Out of East Lansing. And again, that's the reason you run the football, to kind of set up the pass. And right now, Michigan State trying to put together a drive and make this a 1-score game.
Fresh downs. 1st and 10, setting at the 37. Taylor cutting to the outside. Busting a tackle to the outside. He broke free from the tackle from Stimfel.
Elijah Taylor just got such great speed. Watch his acceleration here. Once he's able to bounce to the outside, he tries to get to the edge. Tiptoes the sideline there, but a good pickup of 7 yards on first down for the freshman out of Hawaii.
Second down and 3. It is marked at the 44. Michigan State trailing by 9. They scored the first 9 of the game, a safety, and then on what was a 55-yard run by Elijah Taylor to go up 9-0. It has been all Toledo since then. Volk in motion. Taylor up the middle, picks up the first down and more. Big Ed Dari is in there to make the stop. Also in there, Stemple again. Stemple's everywhere.
Boy, he is. He's had an outstanding game tonight, and they've needed it because this is the Michigan State team. We knew coming in, their physical presence in the trenches was probably the biggest concern for Toledo coming in. Are we going to be able to match up here with Michigan State, down on that line of scrimmage? And right now, Michigan State trying to just kind of get back to the basics here, trying to establish that run and then sprinkle in some of those quick slants and quick out routes.
1st and 10 at the 49. 11:20 to play, third quarter. Taylor has it opening, slowed down. Couldn't escape the long arm of Evan Leach. Leach didn't have a lot to work with, but he had enough.
Well, the problem was Leach is a safety, so he makes contact. First time he's going to be touched. Watch Taylor right here. He doesn't get touched until he's got the 10 yards for the first down, as Leach is able to make that tackle. But right now, Michigan State, this has really been their most impressive drive we've seen tonight. They did have that big run there by Elijah earlier in that first quarter, but they've not really put together a drive. Right now they have a fresh set of downs at the Rocket 40-yard line.
Efficient to say the least. 10:33 and going down. Man in motion to the near side. Donovan looking down the sideline into coverage, and in there to break it up, Stemple. It was intended for Martinez.
That's another great matchup that time with Lionel Martinez, who has many receptions tonight. And then, of course, Leo Stumple. That time, good coverage, stride for stride. And Michigan State comes up empty on first down.
Scoop, one of the things that I like about club football is you've got Ironman guys that go both ways. You got offensive players, skilled players who play special teams, guys that have to do it all.
Well, you're right. Some of these guys are two-way starters, and there's a great tackle for loss by Tristan Debo Herndon, the 6'3" sophomore out of Jacksonville. He's made his presence felt over and over tonight. And that's what the Rockets need. They need some pressure from that defensive front, and that time just nothing to be had there for the dangerous Elijah Taylor. And now third down and 15 coming up for Michigan State.
Are we in that point when a drive starts to break down?
Well, this was the concern of Michigan State head coach Jonathan Beach. The fact that this year we said we've been really moving the football. We've had a tendency to fizzle out once we get into opposition territory. We'll see if it holds true in this drive right here.
Donovan looking down the sideline. Busted up. In there making the play, DJ Ornleff. Also in there in the midst of it, Evan Leach. It was intended for Norder.
But this time Ornleff comes over from his center field position and nearly had the pick. And that time it looked like the offense turned to defense, as Colin Norder just had to try to wrestle that ball away from Ornleff. And how about that stop there by that Toledo defense? They're going to force Michigan State to punt the football away from near midfield.
Day Greer will get it back at about the 46. Merced Diaz will watch it bounce and roll, and it goes dead at about the 8-yard line. Toledo on top, 18-9. Third quarter action will take this time out. This is club football on BCSN.
We're here for you, right around the corner. Ready to serve, connecting our homes, we'll do whatever it takes every day to make sure you stay connected when it counts. Buckeye Broadband.
Back to action. 1st and 10 at the 9-yard line for Toledo. Ruffin will go down. Michigan State has not had much trouble stopping the UT run in general.
Well, how about Ahmad Kareem one more time, the senior out of East Lansing? As we mentioned earlier, he's a 2-time club football All-American. You saw a little reason why right there. He gets another tackle for loss. And now Toledo backed up on their own 7-yard line, looking at 2nd down and 12.
Motter from his own end zone. Incomplete. It was intended for Jackson Wright.
No, that was one of those timing routes, and the pressure really got to Motter in a hurry, and he had to throw that football maybe a second earlier than he wanted to. And the right time he turned around, that football was already imminent. And now a 3rd down and 12. Michigan State can not only do themselves a favor by getting a quick 3 and out, they're going to give their offense some great field position here.
3 receivers left. Looking down the right side, overshooting. Hollow ball.
A great coverage by Joshua Broden once again, the 5'9", 5th-year senior out of Harper Woods, Michigan. He was locked in stride for stride. And that time, Toledo, well, that's a quick 3 and out. That drive went backwards 2 yards. And now they'll be forced to punt the football away from their own end zone. We'll see how aggressive Michigan State wants to get with the punt block attempt here. Remember, they've had 1 snap out of the end zone for safety earlier.
Clean all the way around. Fair catch signaled at the 32. Volk. So the Spartans get back into a spot that they were in not that long ago, and a chance to go back to the drawing board.
This is a golden opportunity for Michigan State. You know, their last several drives have all started out in their own territory. One at the 23, one at the 31, one at 16, one to 30, another at the 13. But this time they're going to start out at Toledo's 31-yard line. So great opportunity for Michigan State to make this a 1-score game.
Two receivers on the land movement. Flag came from the back and from the side. So you kind of think it's going against Toledo.
That's going to be a false start.
Hey.
And that's something that really hurt Michigan State in that first half team, where the Spartans were penalized 9 times.
I was going
to 65 yards.
Scoop, I was going to say, they've got every one of 10 penalties in the first half. It was 9. Taylor to the 30-yard line.
And there they get the penalty back. That's going to be a pickup of about 6 yards. So again, Michigan State trying to use that physical presence down the trenches to open up some holes. They've gone much more to a running attack here. You'll sense the latter part of that second quarter into the second half.
2nd down and 9. Set smack dab at the 30-yard line. 7:47 to play, third quarter. Michigan State on a mission. Taylor has a huge opening. Toledo closes it, but not before he gets across the 25. They're going to put him at about the 23.
That's a great way to get back on schedule after that penalty. Set you off schedule. A solid run again by Taylor. Here right now, Michigan State looking at 3rd down and 2.
I think they give it to Taylor again. I'm just saying.
No, that's good math. I don't know why you would not. This time he's going to bounce it outside. He may take this all the way.
And he does. A 23-yard run.
There's a flag on the field.
And hold on. Not so fast.
Well, that was a nifty run by Taylor. I'm not sure how he's able to stay in bounds. There you see the call, a hold against Michigan State. So the penalties continue to rack up here for the Spartans. Boy, that one, at least for the time being, erases 6 points off the scoreboard. Now, if you're Toledo, you have to take advantage. This is the 2nd penalty on this drive.
Goes back to the 26-yard line. Third and 5. The first down is at the 31. Or correction, at the 21. Wind doing all kinds of whipping up here. Donovan just happy to get it away, and incomplete. Just bad news on all sides. It was intended for Ahmad Kareem.
Well, that's a break for Toledo, because watch Jack Donovan right here. He's going to take a shot, but he delivers the football where it needs to be. But a common mistake. Looked like Kareem tried to take off downfield before he secured the football. Well, that's one the senior would like to have back. Now it's going to bring up a 4th down and 5 here for Michigan State. A little bit too far out of field goal range. Watching earlier, it looked like they were maybe, comfortable at 35. I'd say 40 yards is going to be their max. I think with the wind conditions, a no-brainer here. You're going to go for it from the 26-yard line. Michigan State has to burn a timeout to avoid the delay of game.
We take the timeout as well. Toledo on top. This is BCSN.
I'm Charlie Contrada. Since 1979, Northwest Ohio has counted on my team for our experience, skill in the courtroom, and doing what's best for our clients. And now I'm proud to team up with Nuremberg Paris.
Like Charlie, we're here for you. And we take pride in the same things that have allowed Charlie to help so many of you.
Experience, skill,
and always doing what's best for our clients. Nuremberg Paris, fighting for the injured since 1928. 419-200-2300.
Champions aren't born. Champions are made. They're made early in the morning, and they're made late at night. Champions push harder, no matter the obstacle. To play like a champion, you need to train like a champion. Champions are made with the unparalleled expert advice and the best home fitness equipment on the planet at American Home Fitness. Push harder, play stronger, and become a champion. American Home Fitness. Let's get after it.
Taylor will get stuffed at the 20-yard line, but it should be good for the first down.
Yeah, what a great job there by Taylor. That time, just again, with his speed, the quick pitch there to the outside. Watch it one more time, but he gets ahead of steam going. He's able to get just enough yak yards to take it across the 20-yard line into the red zone. And a huge 4th down conversion by Michigan State.
So I believe that's a Toledo timeout. Because if I'm not mistaken, Michigan called a timeout after one of their penalties.
You're correct. Both teams now with 2 timeouts remaining here in this second half. It certainly could be a factor. You know, Michigan State being the number 2 team in the country is certainly going to make a run here at Toledo. And, you know, both teams, really both these teams, so well coached, 2 of the best here in all club football. And I like the timeout there by Coach Young, the fact that let's get the right personnel on the field right now. Michigan State is coming at us with some power football, so we're going to have to really load things up in the box, maybe force them to go upstairs, where they certainly have a capable quarterback. And Jack Donovan, as we mentioned, an All-American just 2 seasons ago as a sophomore, and the seniors got plenty of big game experience.
They've got a front line that includes Finch, Keith, Dari. Still on his feet, angles in for the score. That one an 18-yarder. It was just a matter of time is what he says.
Credit Elijah Taylor. That time he was able to find a small hole in that left side, and he just burst through there. But watch it right here. Steele's got 6 guys down the line of scrimmage, try to cover all the gaps. But he goes in standing up from 18 yards out, so great job there by the freshman Elijah Taylor.
His second touchdown of the game.
And with the PAT, Michigan State can cut this lead to 2.
And you were talking about those missed extra points.
Yeah, we talked about that off air, you know, how crucial those could end up being. Toledo is 0 for 3 on extra points. And this one for Michigan State is right down the middle. So the Spartans cap off a nice drive. They get in the red zone. They finish the drive. They've now cut the Toledo lead to just 2 at 18-16 Rockets.
We'll be back. This is BCSN.
Roll into Midas today for expert service on the best brands for your ride. Let our skilled techs help you save big so you can drive with confidence. Start tire shopping and request your appointment at Midas.com.
Our firm does right by our clients. The case that ended traffic cameras in Ohio started with one person calling us. She became our client, and we went all the way to the Supreme Court of Ohio and won. This made a difference for her and made a difference for people like her. This is how we approach all of our cases. If you call us and we take your case, we want to win and make a difference. How can we help you?
Roll into Midas today for expert service on the best brands for your ride. Let our skilled techs help you save big so you can drive with confidence. Start tire shopping and request your appointment at Midas.com.
We are back. We've got ourselves a football game. 18-16 Michigan State trailing by 2. That wind creating all kinds of trouble.
Yeah, they may need to get somebody to hold the football here as the wind has really picked up here in the second half. The gusts are very strong. I'd have to say they're north of 20 mile an hour. Now you can see that the flags there on the goalpost doesn't do it justice. The other end is blowing straight out.
Give it a second.
And,
it'll whip around.
It will. You can hear it. You can feel it. There they do hold the football here. Now Toledo special teams need to maybe get some field position here, something that's hurt the Rockets here in this third quarter.
The kick from Kareem. Kareem picked up by Merced Diaz across to the 40 to the 45, steps out.
Tremendous return by Merced Diaz. He picked that football up at the 18-yard line, takes it all the way out to the 47. Boy, that's a big play. We talked about how special teams needs to maybe do something to get some field position. That's a great start there by Diaz. The Rockets take over near the 50-yard line. Remember the last last drive they had started at their own 8, and that's what allowed Michigan State to get that great field position that resulted in that impressive touchdown march.
Rockets want to eat some clock, and they want to score some points, preferably 6 points or more. Motter comes up firing. Favors has it. He's still on his feet to the left side. And then the wall surrounds him. It collapses on him. He gets inside to the 35. How about that with yards after the catch?
Now that young man is so fun to watch, and this is going to go down as a 19-yard pickup. More than enough for the first down, but a fantastic catch by Donovan Favors, but maybe an even more impressive yards after the catch, as you mentioned, Dean. He takes it all the way down to the Spartan 34-yard line.
Motter completes to Jackson Wright. He's on his feet. Turns to the inside the 10. Will go down near the 7.
Yeah, great job coming right back with it. Jackson Wright, he's able to just kind of slip up through the middle. This is something we saw Toledo do in that opening half there. Again, great job, great run after the catch. And just like that, Toledo takes it down to the Michigan State 7-yard line. We'll have a 1st and goal.
4:43. Pair of receivers on the right side. Favors on the far side. A Favor on the far side. Ruffin fumbles, and Michigan State says they have it. And it sure looks like they had the best angle on it. They're still fighting down there for it. What a break for the Spartans. At least it.
Watch it one more time. You're going to see him take a shot before it gets to the line of scrimmage, and there's pops from behind.
Well, you had 3 white jerseys in there. It's hard to get a hand in there.
Yeah, it was either Lionel Martinez or Drew Roberts. So one of those 2 guys came up with it. Either way, it's going to be Spartan football. So, wow, what a big-time play. And what a big-time turn of events is now Michigan State has the football with a chance to retake the lead.
At the 3-yard line, Toledo's defense has been impressive tonight. They're going to get called on to do it again.
This, we got to be careful. You love to stuff the box here, but remember, when you got a guy like Elijah Taylor, once he gets that second level, good luck trying to bring him down. So, opportunity for this Toledo defense, but they have to be strong down in the trenches.
Taylor will work his way free. He will get outside of the 5, go down at the 6.
Well, that's a big run there by Taylor because the Rockets had a chance to stuff him for no gain. He's able to slip his way through for nearly 5 yards there, but a nice job. Good yards after contact by Elijah Taylor. Boy, that's awfully big. Give yourself a little breathing room away from that goal line.
Taylor's jersey looked like a nightgown after it had so many people tugging on it. .340 and under. And Nell will now be in the backfield. Looks like Taylor is out. You would think a passing situation. Taylor has it right up. Nell has it right up the gut at the 10. There is a flag on the play.
Linnell's another downhill runner for Michigan State. At that time, he just kind of lowered the shoulder and put on the boom. But there is laundry on the field.
Holding against Michigan State.
Well, that'll be half the distance of the goal, so that ended up being really a 4-yard walk-off. There they got it right. 4-yard walk-off from the 8 down to the 4.
Second down and 9. 3:20 remaining in the third quarter. Again, Toledo's defense has been stellar.
Yeah, they've given up those two big runs. You know, the 57-yarder back in that first quarter. And, of course, that 18-yard run by Taylor on Michigan State's last drive.
Showing blitz. Complete to Norder. He gets to the 12 and then out of bounds near the 15.
Well, that's a huge first down for Michigan State, and they had the right play called because that time, as you'll see it here, Toledo's got everybody loaded in the box. They sent their linebackers. They had one-on-one coverage. And by the time that Evan Leach can wrestle Colin Norder out of bounds, Norder picks up the first down. Huge pickup there by Michigan State. And now their offense with this really rejuvenated running game attack has really put some pressure on this Toledo defense here in the second half.
1st and 10 from the 15. Whistle. Timeout called by Michigan State. They're down to 1. So calling a timeout when you've only got 1 left in the third quarter is an interesting situation.
Well, it's never ideal, but you certainly understand it. You know, you want to make sure you got the right personnel, the right play called here. This is the big drive. Michigan State can take the lead right here. They've got the momentum on their side. Toledo's kind of on their heels a little bit, so I like the timeout. That's something they didn't like out there. I'm not sure if it was personnel, what it was. But again, I think this is too important of a drive. You'd love to have all 3 timeouts when it rolls around deep in that fourth quarter, but right now, this is the drive that matters the most here for Michigan State.
Spoken like a football coach. 1st and 10 at the 15, 2:27 to play, third quarter. Double tight end on the line. Taylor. He will get it across to the 17.
Yeah, great job down the trenches once again. That time looked like Big Ed Dari that time coming in. One of many Toledo jerseys in on that stop. Again, you're seeing Toledo put a lot more pressure up in the box here. That's going to force the secondary to be maybe more man-to-man. We'll see if Michigan State can kind of push the right buttons, pick the right spots. We've seen a lot of effectiveness with that quick slant that the Spartans have run here tonight on the outskirts.
1:42 in the third quarter. Again, double tight end. Pair of receivers on each side. Donovan drops back. Going down, sneaking his way in there is Darius Clay.
Wow, what a big-time play there by Darius Clay, who's come up so huge tonight. But watch the freshman here out of Cleveland. He's able to shed off 2 would-be blockers there, and he's able to get that big sack there on Donovan. And that takes the ball all the way back to the 5-yard line of Michigan State. So that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 21 here for Sparty. And a golden opportunity for Toledo to get off the field on 3rd down and create some field position for their offense.
About 2 yards deep in the end zone.
That time they tried to do the quick pooch punt, but that ball only is going to go out to the 25-yard line. So excellent starting position by Toledo as that time Michigan State on 3rd down just kind of conceded that drive by trying to flip the field, but it sort of backfires as that punt's only going to net 20 yards.
28 seconds left in the third quarter.
Boy, this is a huge opportunity. Now, if you're Toledo, puts a little pressure on you, because if you don't come up with points here, it's still a less than a 1-possession game. In Michigan State, when they get the ball back, will have an opportunity to score. So right now, your offense has to cash in with this excellent field position.
Intended for right, incomplete. Bounces off of the Michigan State player. And, you know, the other thing, too, is Toledo's got to punch him in the gut. Michigan State's starting to get more confidence, more emotion, more momentum, and Toledo's got to take it away from them.
Yeah, they really do, you know. And remember, Toledo got stuffed on 4th down and goal at the 1-yard line on really the last solid play of the first half. So now you have to cash in, because Michigan State, as we know, being ranked 2 in the country, is not going away quietly.
Motter rolling out to the left. Tipped out of bounds, incomplete. Lionel Martinez in the middle of it again. What a game that he has played in the secondary.
Well, he's everywhere. He's got such great speed, and also he understands the game so well. And that time, he anticipated that throw from Motter. There you see Motter kind of gassed up there a little bit. He's had to really do a lot of running east and west in here to avoid some sacks here tonight. He's a guy that would much rather throw it than run it. Boy, that's going to bring down a 3rd down and 10 here, as Toledo has kind of abandoned the running game. The fact that Michigan State's been so physical here in the trenches in this second half.
Motter throws it and intercepted.
Yeah, what a big-time play by Juan Gomez, the sophomore out of Holland, Michigan. And again, this is the team effort here. Look at the pressure on Motter right here. He's got to avoid the sack. He gets hit as he throws it. And right there, Juan Gomez comes up big as the linebacker gets his first pick of the season. Comes at a great time. So now all momentum swings to Michigan State. And again, they've got a solid kicker. So right now, just a field goal away from retaking the lead. Boy, what a tough opportunity wasted for Toledo. You inherit the football at the 25-yard line. You don't even get the first down, and Michigan State comes up with that big turnover from their defense one more time.
To be frank, it's really been disappointing in the third quarter for Toledo all around. They give up the touchdown. They're in the red zone twice, can't score. 1 interception, 1 fumble.
Well, especially after they dominated that second quarter. The second 15 minutes, Toledo outscored Michigan State 11-0. Nearly 18-0 if they could have got 1 more yard on that final drive of the first half. Here's that running game that's able to control first down pretty well. They get 4 yards in first down, and that'll be the end of our third quarter, but a good one it was for Michigan State.
We take the timeout. We will be back. Fourth quarter action on the way. Toledo up 18-16 on BCSN.
It's that magical time of year. The new models are here. Yep, the 2025s are at Dunn Chevy in Oregon. New body tracks and Trailblazer and the totally redesigned Equinox and Traverse are here and ready for you. The 2025 new Tahoe and Suburban are right around the corner. Chevy has the freshest lineup. 9 different SUVs, 4 different pickups, an electric Equinox, Blazer, and Silverado. We do have it all. Find yours at DunnChevy.com. Together, let's drive.
When you're injured in a car accident, handling all the pieces can be overwhelming. There are hospital bills, lost wages, let alone insurance companies calling nonstop pressuring you. When injured in an accident, you are not alone. We have the experience to handle all the pieces of your car accident, so you don't have to. Don't let the insurance companies take advantage of you. We're on your side.
We're attorneys with Gallon, Tackus, and Boysenall. Call us. We can help.
Back at the Glass Bowl, it is 18-16. Toledo clinging to a 2-point lead, but Michigan State is challenging big time. They got all kinds of momentum.
Boy, they really do. Their defense is coming up huge here in the second half. That time, the defense came on the field with Toledo getting a fresh set of downs at the 25-yard line after that short punt by Michigan State, but the defense gets the football back with that pick. Now looking at 2nd down and 7 inside their own 20.
Busting free, one-handed grab, a high grab tackle from Daniel Clater.
But that time, Clater, the junior from Start High School, he did the only thing he could. If he doesn't get the horsepower there, that's probably a Michigan State touchdown, because that time they were at the second level. And Clater's just able to get a hand on him. Here you're going to see the call. Personal foul, horse collar. Michigan State now with an extra bounce in that step as they break the huddle. Well, that moves it all the way out to the 37-yard line. So, boy, you go from pit inside your own 20, but watch it here. Solid, quick run once again.
To the outside, and he will get stopped after a gain of about 7.
And we apologize. We do not have a number 49 on our roster for Michigan State. But a nice, solid run by that young man. He's able to get 6 yards. And you can see and feel and hear that momentum on that Michigan State sideline. Boy, they're amped up. They've got all kinds of time here. They're running the football so well. They've avoided those penalties here, which hurt them, especially in that first half. They still have 11 for the game. That's a number you're certainly not going to be pleased with, but they can clean it up here, stay on schedule. Boy, it's going to put a lot of pressure on this Toledo defense to come up with the stop.
2nd down and 4 from the 43, under 14 minutes to play. Donovan, 5-step drop, flushed out of the pocket. Throws on the run. Not much working there. Big time loss.
How about Brody Sakovich one more time? The outside linebacker out of Bedford, Michigan. He's an academic All-American from a year ago, but he's a guy that just brings it all from the defensive side of things. But watch it right here. Great penetration up front there by Toledo. And there you see Sakovich there putting on the hit. Boy, that's a big loss. That'll take it back to the original line of scrimmage at the 37-yard line.
Michigan State made a big play. Donovan able to get the pass off with Tristan Herndon bearing down. And even with that, a loss of 6 yards.
Yeah, Debo was coming there in a hurry, and sometimes you kind of force guys to go to that safety valve, and that's what Donovan had to do. But wow, a monster 3rd down coming up here for Michigan State, trying to extend this drive.
And we have not seen Elijah Taylor, their swift-footed running back for Michigan State, in about 5 minutes. Pass complete over in the flat to Norder. He's their possession guy.
Great pickup that time, a great 3rd down conversion. And again, Colin Norder, who had 4 receptions for 63 yards last week in that win against Wright State, comes up big there, gets the 1st down. And my guess, Dean, is that new number, I think that is actually Elijah Taylor.
Well, you know what? Because
I think he had a ripped jersey, and so probably that was an extra jersey they had on the sideline.
We didn't talk about it, but he had kind of a belt that was wrapped around the jersey for a little bit, and he runs just like him. So let's assume that it is
hard, and he gets to that hole in a hurry. A lot of similarities for sure.
Donovan looking deep down the sideline. Out of bounds. Clater in there providing coverage. It was intended for Volk.
Well, Sam Volk, one of the top receivers in all college football in that time, he was able to haul that thing in, but he was out of bounds when he made that grab. So that's a break for Toledo, as that'll come back to the 48-yard line where 2nd and 10 awaits the Spartans.
It has been everything that we expected it to be. And Scoop, I was going to say, I bet this game doesn't have a lot of scoring. I didn't say that to you, but early in the first quarter, I was thinking that.
Well, again, Toledo, part of their scoring came from that pick 6 from Merced Diaz. That really gave Toledo a lot of momentum in life in that second quarter, but boy, the second half has really belonged to Michigan State. Trailing by just a deuce right now.
The pitch to Taylor in the backfield, an opening. He will go down at the 47.
Boy, he's such a hard runner, especially on that quick pitch where he just goes from 0 to 60, on a dime. And that time he's able to really bowl his way down into Toledo territory. But watch him run right here, just kind of lowers the shoulder. He's able to get a couple yak yard. Boy, he doesn't go down easy. Because there you see the cavalry get there for the Rockets.
That's got to be Taylor. He came in a flash, took a spot in the backfield. And then, of course, you remember I said it looked like it was a nightgown.
Yes, I do. Yep. Yes, I do.
I was trying to tell if it was ripped off him, and it looked like it might have been. Knocked down, incomplete.
Boy, that play there really kind of threw me off. I thought this would probably be 4-down territory, which I'm sure it probably is. But, I expected to see another run that time from Elijah Taylor. Instead, it's an incomplete pass. So, 4th down and an opportunity for Toledo to get off the field here. It looks like Michigan State is sending the punt team on the field. So right now, with plenty of time left, 11 and some change to go, I think head coach Jonathan Beach just trying to play a little field position right here. Maybe pin the Rockets deep where they might be a little bit more conservative with their offense.
Again, his defense has played well.
Extremely well. Extremely well.
Gear will boot it away. And it will roll out about the 33. The 31 is where the 30 is where they will put it.
Yeah, kind spot. That's going to be a punt of just 17 yards. But again, the wind is havoc tonight. You're not trying to get anything upstairs. It might end up going backwards. We've seen the wind swirl from each direction here tonight. But a decent starting position for Toledo that needs to sustain a drive. And boy, do they need to make this a 2-score game with this Michigan State offense. It's starting to find that running attack.
Fights moves into the backfield. Motter to the outside. Happy to just get a couple yards. Good decision by Motter.
Hey, again, that low snap just throws the timing off of every play, and that time he just sort of tucks it away, heads to the edge. Well, that's going to be a pickup of only a yard, so Michigan State defense continues to control 1st down and put Toledo in some tough 2nd and 3rd down scenarios.
And that wasn't necessarily the best snap either for Motter to work with. Complete to Jackson Wright, still on his feet. Carries the mail across the 35.
Well, that's just incredible. Jackson Wright, we've talked about what an exceptional receiver he is, great hands out there, but he's a guy that just refuses to go down. He just kept churning that 2nd, 3rd, and 4th effort. He's able to really turn that into a positive gain. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 5. Certainly only 3-down territory here, so huge 3rd down here for both teams.
Trips to the far side right. Single man in the backfield. Comes out firing. Favors with the belt-high catch. Almost a basket catch. Gets across to the 40.
Well, this is going to be awfully close where they spot the football. They do move the chain, so he had just enough. He got the nose of the football there on that 40-yard line. Boy, that was a fantastic catch. Watch it one more time. He's going to feel some contact here before the ball gets there, but look how he's able just to secure it in.
Right.
Boy, what a big 3rd down conversion.
Right ahead of Adam Hubbard. 1st and 10 from the 40. Motter going long down the sideline, and Favor incomplete.
Oh, my goodness.
Favor says he was in.
Unbelievable catch. This was thrown in double coverage. Watch it right here as Brandon Motter the quick drop, and look at the release. You be the judge. Did he get the foot down or not?
He was still in bounds, but I don't know that he got the foot down. The officials say yes.
I think they took that to the studio in Northwood, and after review, they turned the call around. So, I think they got it right. I mean, that was an awfully close play. Maybe it didn't hurt to have that Toledo sideline. They had a lot of guys trying to help the officials on that call. But again, that's good officiating. They got together. There was 2 officials on the side there. I think they got together, and we think they made the right call.
1st and 10 from the 37. Intended for Fights, incomplete. You know, if nothing else, Scoop, that keeps the defense honest.
Boy, it does, and that time we saw some separation. Gavin Fights was all alone, but one of the few times tonight that Brandon Motter's not able to put that ball where he needed to. And Michigan State dodges a bullet right there. 2nd and 10 coming up for the Rockets.
Receivers have been huge. Toledo's receivers have really stepped it up tonight. You know, I always talk about possession guys. Every one of the guys could be that tonight. Motter again over the middle. Nice pass. Incomplete. Double coverage. Closest man to it was Drew Roberts.
Drew Roberts, the 2nd-team All-American out of Kalamazoo, the 5th-year senior. That looked like it was going to be as good as a punt for a while because it looked like Roberts might make that interception inside his own 2-yard line. But watch it one more time. A vertical shot here taken by Motter into double coverage. And Toledo fortunate that that ball was not picked.
3rd and 10. Setting at the 37-yard line. Motter under pressure, complete to Faber. To the 22, he will go down at the 23. There is a flag on the play.
Great job by Donovan Favors that time on a comeback route. He's able to complete that catch. Temporarily a 1st down, but there is laundry on the field.
And I think we know what it is. Holding against Toledo.
Well, anytime you see a flag in that area, that's the first thing that comes to your mind. And unfortunately for the Rockets, they have not been penalized very often tonight, but that's a big one right there because that's going to be a loss of 10 yards from the spot of the foul. So that's going to move the football all the way back to the Toledo 46-yard line. So now you're looking at 3rd down and 27. So right here, you at least want to get some yards so you can maybe get a punt inside the 20 and force Michigan State into a long field.
Motter steps up, breaks free, throws on the run. Incomplete. Fights had it.
Yeah, that would have been a tough catch. His Fights lost his footing, but the ball did hit him in the numbers there, but he was on his side there on the turf. And how about Michigan State? They're coming up big when they needed to. And now with 8:15 to go, Michigan State will get the football back. They should get decent field position out of this as Toledo will punt it away from about their own 35-yard line.
Chesick will punt it away. 8:15 left in the 4th quarter. A low kick. Not much working for Toledo there. Getting it just past the 45-yard line, maybe the 43.
Boy, that did not even make it near the original line of scrimmage. So Michigan State with a golden opportunity as the Spartans will start out at their own 43-yard line trying to retake the lead, something they haven't had since early in the 2nd quarter.
I don't think that punt got higher than 6 feet either.
No, I'm not sure it got as high as the numbers out there on these guys out there, so I'm not sure exactly what happened. It did not look like it was blocked. But Michigan State had the punt block on. They had several guys get in there. They had a good push there. And I'm not sure if he was maybe spooked by one of his own linemen in front of him or not. But either way, Michigan State will start out at the, looks like they spotted the 46-yard line.
Officials will meet and they will just getting things clarified. 18-16. Toledo has not scored since the second quarter when they went on an 18-0 run to take the 18-9 lead. Taylor tries to bust through the gut, gets a yard. 3 defenders in there to stop him. Sakowicz in there, or Sakowicz, one of them in there to make the stop. And it looked like it could have been Stumpful.
Great job on skill that time. They got a nice push there. They got off the football nicely there in the trenches. And one of the few times here in the second half where we've seen really contact in the backfield. At that time, Michigan State is able to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. 2nd and 10 coming up here for Sparty.
7.5 minutes and counting down. 2nd down and 9 at the 47. 2 receivers left side. Looking to the right side. Donovan throws. Nice spiral. Incomplete. It was intended for Martinez, and if Martinez had 3 feet of height on him, he wouldn't have caught that one.
Well, I don't understand why you throw it into coverage where you have Dane DJ Ornliff covered, because he's been all over the place. He's been locked in, and that time, remember, Ornliff, he's not a small man out there. He's 6'3", and he was in the perfect spot. He goes upstairs. He's frustrated with himself. He wanted a pick. But again, that ball just airmailed, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down for Michigan State. Toledo defense has come up big most of the night. Can they do it one more time right here on 3rd and 10?
Donovan rolling out left. Down the sideline, it is complete, good for the 1st down. That was complete to Matt Nell. First pass for Nell, who spent a lot of time in the backfield for the Spartans.
Watch it right here. This is why Jack Donovan was a 2nd-team All-American a couple seasons ago. Look how he's able to roll out to his left. He had just a little window to spot Mark Nell in, and he delivered it. And wow, what a big 3rd down conversion. That takes the ball into Rocket territory at the 42-yard line. As we're at the 6.5 minute mark of this contest.
They're still about 20 yards outside of field goal range. Taylor has it to the outside. Busting free inside the 20, brought down. Daniel Clater. It is going to go against Toledo. It looks, I'm sorry, go against Michigan State.
That's going to be a hold, and that's a huge break, because that time you can see Taylor get all the way in the red zone down to about the 16-yard line, but that flag was thrown right about the 40-yard line. Michigan State not happy with that call. That'll back the Spartans up. The ball spotted right on the 50-yard line.
Gives some breathing room to the Rockets. So it went from the 16-yard line all the way back to the 50. So a change of 34 yards, and also 1st and about 17.
And that's the 13th penalty against Michigan State here tonight. And remember, a lot of these penalties have been 10 and even 15 yards, so the penalty yards continue to mount up. And not only that, that erases a nifty run from Elijah Taylor, the freshman, one more time.
1st and 18 is what they say officially. Man goes in motion. Turning the corner is Volk, and there is a flag back in the Michigan State backfield.
Yeah, that's going to be another hold on Michigan State. Because that time they had the jet sweep on. There you see this signal. It is going to be a hold. You'll see it right there. Boy, this drive is continuing to go backwards here for Michigan State. And that penalty was thrown about 4 yards behind the line of scrimmage, so that should back it up, to almost the 35-yard line of Michigan State.
The penalty came just as the sweep was curling upfield.
So they're going to have offsetting penalties. There was a hold on Michigan State, but they had a personal foul on the tackle. So with that being offsetting, they're going to replay first down. So, boy, that's a break for Michigan State, because that was it. It's going to end up being about a 14-yard loss there for Michigan State. Instead, they'll replay the down. 1st and 18 here for Sparty.
Ball's marked right at the 50-yard line. 2 receivers on each side, one on the far side in the slot. The pitch to Taylor, he bobbles it, and he will go down at the 46.
That time Toledo was on an all-out blitz. You saw Brody Sakovich come from the backside there, but that pitch kind of slipped through the fingertips. And Michigan State just doing all they can to snake that football and get it back. There you see it's going to be a quick pitch to the left side. And you see the speed with Taylor. That ball was kind of pitched behind him. He had to reach back, never got control of it. That'll end up being a loss of 3 yards for Michigan State. So now 2nd and 21 coming up for Sparty.
Scoop, do you notice the glasses that Elijah Taylor is wearing? It has I'm going to show my age, but it kind of reminds me of Eric Dickerson back in the days in the late 80s.
Oh, yeah, he was a tough downhill runner for the Rams and other teams. Halfback pass.
There's a whistle. Norder, it is incomplete.
Well, Toledo tipped that ball up in the air, and it looked like Norder was going to try to make the catch. He came up with the football, but I think that ball was trapped. You'll see it here, but here's the halfback pass. There's the tip. There you see Norder. That's a great call. You can see the ball clearly hit the turf there. Norder tried to sell it. And now 3rd down and 21. And with 4:22 left, and remember, Michigan State used 2 timeouts. You wonder if this is probably going to be 4-down territory here on out for Michigan State.
Ball is set at the 47. One receiver in the slot on the near side, 2 wide on the far. Donovan under pressure, throws. Incomplete. Heavy coverage. TJ Ornliff, one of the guys in there, providing the most pressure.
Oh, tremendous job that time all the way around by the Rockets. They only blitzed 4 guys. They look like they're going to show all-out blitz. They only sent 4 guys there. And so you're going to see Donovan with plenty of time. But look at the Rockets in the vicinity. Not only was that Ornliff, but also Donovan Favors in there. And now Michigan State with a 4th down and 21. And Spartans are looking, they're going to punt it away. If I'm Toledo, I'm making sure this ball gets kicked. Still a lot of time, 4-11, but remember, Michigan State just 1 timeout.
Dagear with the high snap. The kick will bounce near the 26 and will roll and goes dead at the 19.
Well, nothing wrong with the call there. You're trying to play field position. If your defense comes up big, which they have this entire second half, Michigan State will get one more crack at it. If you're Toledo, you have to find a way to get a 1st down or 2 and hopefully chew up the clock, make this the last drive of the game.
I know Toledo was looking for a convincing win. I'm not sure if this falls in that category unless you look at the defense.
Well, I think right now, the fact you've got the number 2 team in the nation, and, any win's a win. You're not going to need style points. So a lot of football left, 4-1 to go. We'll see what Coach Jamie Young has up his sleeve.
The pitch to Ruffin has an opening. He will get to the 21, and it looked like there was a flag. There was.
Well, it looks like that's going to be a hold on Toledo as well, so not how you want to start this drive. Because that'll stop the clock here at 3:40. There's some extra time winded down. I wonder if they're going to put some time.
Yeah, it probably should have been stopped at 3:44, 3:30.
I'm going to say more like 3:50, but that is a hold on the Rockets. And Michigan State, the fact that they're down to 1 timeout, will decline the penalty. So Toledo cannot get an extra play and an extra 40 seconds run off.
The clock is stopped at 3:40. Now they're going to put it back at 3:50. That's exactly.
Yeah, again, that's good officiating. They got together, got it right. That's exactly what I saw on the clock when the whistle blew. They're going to add maybe another second here. Nope, they will count at 3:50. So
2nd and 10 from the 19. Motter rolling out, looking over the middle, almost intercepted, incomplete.
Oh, my goodness, that time, Day Greer, the sophomore out of Hopperwoods, Michigan. Boy, he's closing on this. I think it was his own man that might have knocked it away. Look at it right there. He catches it. Boy, that's one he'd like to have back. Kind of got him in the breadbasket there. But, boy, that's a break there for Brandon Motter and company, as that would have gave Michigan State excellent field position. Remember, Michigan State has a solid kicker. I would say even this wind, 35 yards and in for sure.
And the wind is blowing in for sure. 3rd down and 10. Incomplete. Intended for favor.
And how about Michigan State there? They trusted their defense. They punted the football away, and Toledo, with the incomplete passes, is unable to take much time off that drive. In fact, that drive of 3 plays lasted just 25 seconds. So Michigan State will get the football back. Excellent field position, you would think. And still with plenty of time to move the football.
Chesick will punt it away from his own 5-yard line, you would think. The block is coming, of course. Fielded at the 45. Good coverage. We'll bring it back to the 39. Day Gear.
Well, that time a 26-yard punt into the wind, but what a great return that time. The key is catch the football, but not only did he catch it, he was able to get 5 yards or 6 yards on that return. So excellent starting position for Michigan State at the Toledo 39-yard line. And now this Rocket defense, do they have it in them one more time to get a stop and to get the upset against the number 2 ranked Michigan State Spartans here at the Glass Bowl?
3:26, 18-16. Michigan State with the ball. Taylor has an opening, follows the block, and will go down. Daniel Clater brings him down near the 30. That will be near the first down. There was a flag, and it is back.
Well, it's all the way back at the 44-yard line.
That penalty is against the Spartans.
So again, it will take it from the 30 Near now to the 44. And 3:15 on the clock.
With that 5-yard penalty, make it 1st and 15, and penalties continue to mount up. The 14th one tonight against Michigan State.
Fakes the run, incomplete.
At that time, they're trying to go with that little pop pass over the middle, trying to catch the Rockets think and run. And that one just airmailed that time.
Brings up 2nd and 15 for the Spartans.
And Dean, I think for Michigan State, I mean, they're not thinking field goal right here. They're certainly thinking touchdown, but I would think if they get it down to the 20-yard line, that would probably be where they would consider, I think, kicking a field goal for the win. But first things first, right now the Rockets have to find a way to, get a stop here. 2nd and 15 here with Sparty a little bit off schedule here after that 5-yard penalty.
You see DJ Orn left back playing center field. Looking on the sideline, tipped, incomplete.
Great job that time on the deflection by Big Ed Dari that time. Again, credit Keith Orkerful, the defensive tackle on that backside as well. Get some pressure in there. And again, that's a big pass breakup. Brings up 3rd and 15.
3:05 to play in this titanic struggle. 3rd down and 15.
Boy, and really, if you're Toledo, it's almost, I hate to say it, but it's almost your season's on the line right here. You really have to come up big if you want a chance to find a way to get in the postseason. There's no other way. You have to get it done here tonight here and upset the number 2 team in the nation.
Donovan flushed out again. Incomplete. Or was it complete?
Complete.
It looked like it bounced, but it was complete.
He was juggling that, but it looked like he had control there at about the 32-yard line where it goes out of bounds. Watch it one more time. But look at Donovan there under pressure, throws it where he needs to. You see the juggle, but it looked like that was an excellent call. He had the football secured before he stepped out of bounds. Boy, and a huge pickup. That's going to make it 4th down, but a little bit more manageable. 4th and 3, and right here, the play of the game. Well, you would have to think it's going to go to Elijah Taylor. Toledo right now with 7 guys in the box.
Michigan State takes the timeout. Well, we know they're not going to go for a kick because that's out of range.
Yeah, so right now you have to convert the 1st down here. Obviously, you don't need a touchdown right here, but you have to find a way to extend the drive. With that being Michigan State's last timeout, Toledo now just really 1 first down away from running out the clock. But even if they keep on the ground, well, Michigan State would have less than a minute to go when they get the football back if the Rockets do go 3 and out.
.221 to play. 4th and 3 of the situation. All eyes on that huddle right now.
You know, this has turned it, I know it's in the infancy of club football here at Toledo, just the 4th year of existence, but this has been a great rivalry. I was here for Toledo's first ever club football home opener against Michigan State, where they defeated the Spartans. And the Spartans held serve in East Lansing the following year, but here is a rubber game, so to speak, and right here, everything on the line here on 4th down and 3. Right now, the officials discussing something right on the line of scrimmage. Looks like they have it ironed out, and here's Michigan State indeed going for it. You just wonder, is it going to be Elijah Taylor, who's had some monster runs here tonight on 4th and 3?
They're flooding the line, everybody up tight. The give to Taylor. He will get the first down. Ornleft takes him out of bounds near the 11.
Boy, that time Toledo, filled all the gaps. You'll see it here, but then it leaves the outside exposed. They go against the motion there, and look at that opening there for Taylor. He takes it down to the 11-yard line. And right now, Michigan State well within field goal range, but again, they're not thinking field goal right now. They don't want to take any chances. They want to find a way to get these next 11 yards and retake the lead, something they haven't had since early in quarter 2.
Setting at the 11-yard line. No timeouts left for the Spartans. Man comes in motion. The give to Taylor. Cuts to the outside. Ornleft had a touch on him, and they got him out, looks like, at the...
Boy, just inside the 1. Look, no, it's going to spot at the 2-yard line. So just inside the 2-yard line, we'll call it. But again, right now, don't out-coach yourself. Give it to the big man, and he delivers. You saw the foot step out of bounds there. Just on that 2-yard hash mark. He got it right.
Clock stopped at 1:54.
Now, if you're Michigan State, you obviously want to score, but you want to leave little time. But I think if they can get it in right here, they're not going to mess around. It's been a couple quarters plus since they've had a lead.
2nd and 1. Taylor is met, pushed back to the 5.
Oh, that's a big-time stop there. And you saw Daniel Clater and others in there for Toledo. Watch it one more time. But look at this surge up front there. How about the big man, Ed Dari, getting through there one more time? Kind of blew up that play, and that's going to be a loss of 3 yards. So now Sparty in no hurry, so maybe they're going to keep powering football. If they don't get it, kick the field goal. But again, they want to get in the end zone now at 2nd or 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal to go from the 4. Rolling out. Donovan will go down past the 10. And DJ Ornleft in there to make the stop.
Well, there's a flag on the field. That's kind of a break here, I think, for Michigan State because it temporarily stops the clock. But now we'll see what Toledo decides to do with it. Right now it's 3rd and 5. Now, if they decline the penalty, it will be 4th down.
It looks like they declined it.
You would think they'd send out the field goal team here. But we'll see. We've got the markers saying 3rd and 4. And the scoreboard saying 4th and 4. The officials want to make sure they've got it right. And that tackle occurred on the 10-yard line, so right. I'm not sure why the ball is spotted right here where it is. I mean, they took it back to the original line of scrimmage. If you decline a penalty, they should take the play.
Yeah, because the play would be registered, it would be recorded.
Yeah, so to me, if they're declining the penalty, it should be 4th down. Here comes the field goal team for Michigan State. But the ball, for some reason, is still on the 5-yard line. That part is a mystery to me.
Because you declined the penalty didn't happen, the play happened.
And remember, Donovan was sacked. That time Donovan rolled out, he lost about 7 yards. So this is I just hope they get it right here.
This would be a 22-yarder if they place it where they place it. And the conference continues. But again, Scoop, You can't decline the play and just like, hey, decline the penalty like it never happened.
Right. I mean, if they're going to spot it at the 5-yard line, you're going to take the penalty. I mean, you're going to take the penalty and move them back.
Right. So
now we do have the down marker and the scoreboard on the same page at 4th down, but the question is, why is it 4th and 4?
Now they're moving them back.
I'd like to see they got it right again. Let's see if they get the right spot. I believe it was near the 11-yard line where the sack occurred.
Somebody on the Michigan State sideline threw a water bottle up in the air.
No, you don't want a penalty right now. This is a 28-yard field goal attempt if they do spot it on the 11-yard line. And again, well within the reach of what we were able to see in warm-ups here today. As Logan Alio, the 5'9" freshman out of Commerce, Michigan,
in his first club football game,
0 for 1 on field goals this season. Boy, right down the middle. Wasn't very high, but right down the middle. And Michigan State retakes the lead here with 53 seconds to go.
The Rockets have their work cut out for them. And again, we talked about those extra points.
Watch it right here. It's not a high kick. There you see a tough snap, but a good hold. And right down the chute. What a clutch delivery that time from Logan Alio, the freshman place kicker. And he gets his first field goal of the season, and it couldn't come at a better time if you're Michigan State. And Michigan State now has scored 9 unanswered points after Toledo had taken an 18-9 advantage. And now the Rockets down to their final 53 seconds, trying to pull off the comeback.
In his first game ever as a collegiate kicker.
And again, that had plenty of leg to it. That wasn't the problem. But again, credit Michigan State. That was a tough snap. I thought the hold was excellent. And certainly the kick was money. Now Toledo special teams has to come up with a play here to try to get some huge field position here with under a minute to go.
We picked up at the 32. Trenton Herndon will go down at the 33. Toledo has 2 timeouts.
Well, we know they have the firepower to get it done, but again, the problem has been the second half. They've been stymied. You know, right now, Michigan State in the second half has pitched a shutout. Toledo fell behind 9-0 early, had that monster second quarter, had that 18-9 advantage where the Rockets scored 18 unanswered, but they've been stymied since, trying to get in their 2-minute offense here.
Brandon Motter flushed out of the pocket on the run. Incomplete, intended for
that time he was going for Gavin Feitz here, and Feitz was double covered. Feitz almost made a spectacular catch. Looks like we have a hold coming up on Toledo right here.
That was what my thought was going to be. So it will move.
Well, not only do they lose some valuable seconds, they also lose some valuable yards, as this walk-off will take it all the way down near the 25-yard line. They'll spot it about the 26-27.
They were at the 38. It'll make it 2nd down and 20. The first down is at the 48. Steps up, incomplete.
We're going to have roughing the passer coming up on Michigan State.
How about that?
Motter took a lick. But more precious seconds come off, but that will move the football up. Close to the 40-yard line. We'll see where they exactly spot it. We'll call it the 42-yard line. Well, that's a big break there for Toledo. At that time, Michigan State dropped 8 guys in the coverage, just a 3-man rush. But then they did the no-no on roughing the passer, and that will be an automatic first down.
1st and 10 at the 42, 37 seconds remaining. Motter sprints back to the huddle. You got Ornleff, Hollaball, Favor, and Wright. I'm sorry, that's looking to the left side. Favors has it near the 50-yard line.
Burn a timeout. And they do. It's a pickup. Going to be short of the first down. We're going to give them about 8 yards on that. Takes it right to the 50-yard line. Toledo burns one of their final 2 timeouts. Nice quick out route there. There you see a nice-looking tackle right away from Adam Hubbard, the freshman out of Galesburg, Michigan. Toledo down their final 29 seconds.
And now Scoop with 2 missed extra points. I don't know. 3 missed extra points. I don't know what confidence you have in the kicking game, and I don't know what the range was.
Yeah, I think the fact that you've missed your extra points, I think you're going to have to go for the end zone, especially the fact that you're going into a gusty wind here at the Glass Bowl. So right now they have to find a way to get in the end zone. You don't have to get it on one play. You still have 1 timeout left. You can still work the middle of the field.
2nd down and 2 at the 50-yard line. Motter to the sideline and rolling to the sideline. Favor. So he'll get it to the 43. 21 seconds remaining. Slowly chipping away yardage.
Should start on this as he stayed in bounds. They spike it right away with 18 seconds to go to make it 2nd down.
I thought he rolled onto the sideline.
He did, but where he caught the football, where his knee was at, he was in play. So when that time, 5-yard penalty there before they spiked the football, not everybody was set. So now it's going to move it back to the 46-yard line. The Rockets need to have a play imminent here.
19-18. Ornleff and Hollaball to the far side. Gavin fights in Favor on the near side.
I'm guessing they may try to put a second or 2 back on the clock. If the penalty occurred before the spike, you would think it'd be 20, 21 seconds possibly.
First and 15. Clock is stopped at 18. Are they going to put more time on?
Yeah, right now looks like they're going to leave it at 18 seconds. So Toledo again, I think the question is, are they going to start it on the whistle?
Three-step drop from Motter over the middle. Fights, has it. He has an opening. He will get inside the 10 and will be brought down at the 7. 7 seconds, 8 seconds left on the clock.
And Toledo, wow, what a play there across the middle by Fights, and they burned their final timeout. Watch watch it one more time. Watch Mater delivers a dime there over 3 Spartan defenders. There you see Fights cut it back. He's able to get some yak yards before being brought down at the 8-yard line. And that was Juan Gomez.
And he hauled Gomez for a good 5 yards.
The sophomore getting that touchdown-saving tackle. And now Toledo will have time for maybe 2 plays here to get in the end zone. Again, I think you take a field goal off the table right here. The fact that they missed both point-after touchdowns. They tried to kick. They went for 2 one time, didn't get it. That's been the difference here tonight.
And Scoop, I'm not sure you've picked up on it. I'm sure you have, though. We've got a very spirited crowd, a small but spirited crowd that is really getting into it on the Toledo side right in front of us.
Well, it's funny you say that because the acoustics here has been incredible. I mean, it sounds like we've got a packed house here at the Glass Bowl, and the fact is we've got maybe a couple hundred people here. But again, you are right. Boy, this is a spirited crowd. I love to hear it. I've felt the bleachers being stomped on. I've heard the crowd. And now Brandon Mater taking a snap here with 8 seconds to go. They've got to get in the end zone here.
1st and goal to go from the 8. Mater rushes out, looks front of the end zone. Did he get in? Touchdown! Touchdown! The Rockets have an 8-yard grab! How about that? Wow! The Rockets, Brian Hollowball at the front of the end zone makes the snag. The Rockets on top.
Check it out again. Tremendous throw and catch. Ball right where it had to be. Looked like Michigan State was going to be able to knock it down. But somehow Brian Hollowball, the freshman out of Northwood, makes the catch, knew exactly where that goal line was. And how about that? They leave 2 seconds on the clock for the Spartans. As Toledo took them just 58 seconds to drive the field, scores the go-ahead touchdown with just 2 ticks to go in this ball game.
And Scoop, I'm not exaggerating when I say any hopes of a postseason berth were slipping through their hands. Miranda to try the point after to make it a 25-19 game. And the pause that takes forever.
Kind of surprised they're not going for 2 here, but maybe they just want to work on the kicking game. There we have a delay of game.
Live from the Buffalo Wild Wings studio, here's Sports Nightly.
The Lions and Tigers have the day off, but we don't here at Sports Nightly. He's Sherwin Shelton. I'm Nicole Weaving. Plenty of college football to still chat about from yesterday. Plus, I guess we have to talk about the Browns.
We do have to talk about the Browns, but we also have some more college football on a Sunday. It's rare, but it's a little club football, so we'll get to that in a little bit. But first, let's talk a little bit of baseball. The ALDS continues Monday in Cleveland. The Tigers lineup features familiar faces and grit. More than half the postseason roster came through Toledo. Baseball fans are trying to figure out how in the world
the ability and the character, the heart to come from behind. And Toledo's done it multiple times. Toledo was down 9-0 early. We're able to retake that lead, and then Michigan State with a gut punch, field goal to go up by 1 with under a minute to go. And now Toledo with perhaps the most impressive drive in Toledo Rocket club football history retakes the lead here with 2 seconds to go. Now the Rockets trying to tack one more on with the point after.
The snap, the kick, and that one is no good, but it doesn't matter, you would think.
You would certainly hope it doesn't matter with 2 seconds to go. But again, watch Mater one more time, running to his right, throwing with his left, and how about Hollowball coming up Yahtzee right there as the Rockets retake the lead.
Wow. I mean, they were dead to rights. The only thing that kept them in the game is that they were still moving. But give credit to Fights for the big catch, the yards after catch, and then prolonging the tackle another 5 yards.
Oh, no question about it. And if they can hold out these last 2 seconds, what a team win this will be. We've saw some great plays from the special teams. We've seen points from the defense. We've seen the offense when their back was really to the wall. Remember, Toledo had that big penalty to start out this drive, and things were not looking good, but the Rockets have found a way to come back. And now you would certainly think we're going to see a squib kick here coming up.
If we had instant classics, this is going to be one of them. Miranda, regular kick fielded by Folk.
Stanford band play coming up.
No time on the clock. To the outside. Laterals to the up man, and they go down. The Rockets win! Grabbing victory from the jaws of defeat. 24-19 with 2 seconds remaining. The Rockets on a grab from Mater to Brian Holloway, and they win it.
Oh, wow. Too bad to see this out there. What a spectacular game this has been. As right now, coaches and players trying to restore order. Well, you hate to see this take away from such a great game where everybody left it out there tonight.
Thank you.
But, Dean, what an impressive win here for Toledo tonight. My goodness, you talk about gut check. You talk about really having to dig deep. The Rockets did that. They did it multiple times here tonight. Both these teams deserve some credit for the way they played here. Michigan State, you can see why they've lived up to that number 2 ranking. But how about Toledo? Ranked number 9 coming in. They certainly will move up the polls next week.
And they're trying to get the teams to line up for a handshake. Some of them are handshaking. Others are kind of going their other way. But a very spirited game tonight. Rockets win 24-19. You see,
there's classy move right there. Coaches and players are getting at it. Again, this was a hard-fought game for the entire 60 minutes. Even came down to those last 2 seconds, as you mentioned, Dean. But, boy, this one's got to feel awfully good in that Toledo locker room, the fact that you take out the number 2 team in the nation. You kind of, as we mentioned, they were really playing for the season, I thought, down the stretch during the fourth quarter. Boy, did they come up big in so many ways.
Their backs were to the wall. We use every cliche, but they are true. The Rockets pulling off. But it is good to see the handshakes. It was really, really, really close to erupting. And these teams come back to better frames of mind. And again, at the end of the day, everybody is truly playing for the love of the game. They're coaching for the love of the game. And that's what it's about. And we really appreciate guys just regaining their composure.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, that's what you give these guys credit for. These guys want to keep wearing the pads. They're doing it for the love of the game. And wow, what a win. Anytime you can beat a top 10 team, but a number 2 team in the nation. And Toledo now all-time here at the Glass Bowl. You know, it's been incredible what they've been able to do, but they're now 9-4 at the Glass Bowl all-time.
For my partner, Scoop Miller, I'm Dean Jackson. The Rockets win this one in stunning last-second fashion. 24-19 on BCSN.